This is the main event. This is the main event.
Street fighter. It's only one way to find out. Let's go. Race with it, gloves fit it. Start the match, got to go get it. Race with it, gloves fit it. Start the match, about to rule my city on the streets. Back where it started, back where it began. On the streets, back where it started. On the streets, back where it started, back where it began. On the streets.
Decide to challenge the best without a cause, destroying the competition without a flaw. Training from day to day like it's a job, heading straight to the winner's bracket without withdrawal. How many of us traveled here with no regrets? Pick your opponent, this is the very last test. Pick the winning decision. Go for broke without those precisions. I'm ready to fight until my last breath. The fighter's perception, this is the missing tech. I studied the rules, I'm choosing no regrets. And living my dreams without the hidden bets. I take my fists to the sky. Top 16 dreams until we try. Put my hands on that champion belt. And leave the ring a winner or nothing less. Come on. And fight with the best of the land. And battle with the beasts from Japan. Get live with the fans in the stands. More viewers in the stream yet again. Coast to coast, we are warriors that land. Final blows, tech blows once again. CEO battlegrounds are at hand. Fighting with the warriors yet again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and fighting game lovers from every nation, we bring to you the most sensational fighting game tournament of the year, CEO 2015!
Likes to give my hand my equilibrium right. Every sound tuned out when the high pitch shots when the salties run in their mouth. Never thought I could roll with the best. Never thought I could hone this stress. Now my theme song come when I step on stage. And they feel weird rage cause the beast in the cage now. Sweet reason I got like play style. Free to play like guns, no case style. Only blind in my way cause the one that I play last. Wanna get off me but I will pass. Any fool trying to money match me gonna leave with less cash. Then they came with, y'all know what my name is. Y'all don't, well I'm already famous.
Fight with the best of the land. In battle with the beast from Japan. Get live with the fans in the stands. More viewers in the stream yet again.
Excuse me.
Slash, best fight for your life. Third strike is the best strike. Best fight for your life. I'll pay the price, don't believe the hype. Best fight for your life. Test your mic by the street lights. Best fight for your life. Third strike is the best strike.
Slash, get it settled with the stakes. You punish off a whip, so you best not miss. Or you really tryna diss? Let me beat you down quick without dough in my fist. Get you shocked off the head. Put a string, using combos. I became a legend by beating the head honcho. We can do the dance, D. Martin doing the mambo. Use a hot dough in every one of my consoles. Got a counter for the ones trying to cross me. Beat you with a taunt to let you know that I'm ballin'. On the platform is where your body's falling. Before the train comes, I'm going, finding my calling. Slash, these hands kinda malicious. Go dark using yang and have you sleep with the fishes. And you'll cameo when they ended with Remy swimming. And had the spotlight when they find you next to his sister. Slash, best fight for your life. Third strike is the best strike. Best fight for your life. I'll pay the price, don't believe the hype. Best fight for your life. Test your mic by the street lights. Best fight for your life. Third strike is the best strike.
That's dope, keep it going. Get ready to go again. Now.
Get ready for round two. Got the mask on, you all know me as Q. I'm so explosive. When I'm grappling you, you're gonna be God and he'll tell you the truth. They say DBZ, you ain't getting time to come back alive. I don't got a problem of pummeling you a second time. Rules are divine, vision during the crunch time. X-Man gear, soldier up in the front line. Slash, I win a match with a
220 people in this bracket, and we have whittled
wow.
it down to the 64 best players in this venue.
Yeah, and I'm looking down. I was looking down the list prior to, and I'm seeing like a lot of familiar names. I'm seeing Aaron DeMac. I see Umisho. I see Razzo. Just like kind of going down the list. I read I am not a few others. Like when you get to this part, it's all kill or no filler. It's that Sum 41 album happening here. So that very first one. I know.
Okay, bars. Okay.
I'm bringing it back. They're on their farewell tour. I got to bring it out there. So.
Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, that's what you're saying though. Like this personally is my favorite part. Whenever. Whenever an event is like, all right, like, can we get you on this and this? I love getting hit up for like the top 64, top 24, because that's where I feel like all of like the real action happens, right?
Oh yeah.
All those upsets, all of those grimy matches. You really are fighting for your life here, especially when you get into the side of the bracket. Not only is that pride on the line, but you've got points on the line for the Arc World Tour. Shout out to Arxis for giving us those points, giving us the opportunity to compete for a damn lot of money, as well as the pride that comes with getting that top 8 and the hardware as well.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like trying to get into that top 8 spot to get that medal, to kind of get in it. You are right though. Like this is the part where it's like, okay, we got through the initial barrier. We walked through the door. Now we see all the people in here, kind of looking through here, and we're gonna have like test your mind. You're gonna have to bring out those skills that maybe were kind of hiding the tech a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean. I had a block with Proxy earlier in the weekend. It was so funny because we were kind of remarking on the fact that a lot of the players that we were kind of expecting to get further on in this bracket were actually using a lot of their layer 1 activities and not much past that. Because when you are those earlier matches, you don't necessarily need to show something if you don't have to. Because if you show some crazy tech, let's say in like round 1 of pools, the next opponent, and especially someone who is as sharp and as keen as the players that we have in this bracket right now, they're going to be able to catch on to that, and they're going to be able to stop it. So you need that sense of almost like, you need kind of that sense of like improbability that something may happen. Yeah,
no, you're getting to a point where like someone can see that and it's like, oh, they know about that. Okay, like kind of like the Telltale games. Like player will remember that. Kind of going in there and going all the way down the list. It is that part where you got to like kind of bring out that little bit of that shine. So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we know shine, I know that a lot of players have it, especially in this part of the bracket. Like, now, we aren't necessarily going to be running it exactly into in the top 8. We are going to be going right into the top 24.
Yes.
But we have to get these initial matches started, and we're starting off with a banger. We have Beast Coast and Lord Knight versus Anema.
Okay, yeah, like so. Lord Knight been a long time Guilty Gear player.
Oh yeah.
As a sort. Lord Knight has been on a fair amount of characters, kind of going on.
Yeah. So realistically, for this tournament, we're going to be looking at the Biken, of course, because that's kind of the stable pick. That's the pick that they have had ever since they kind of abandoned Milia back in season 1, as well as the ABBA, which may only come out in very, very dire straits, but right now it's looking like we are going to see the Biken unless we have the button check and Anema on her tried and true Elfel Valentine.
Yeah, Elfel, one of the new season characters, like early on. Like I know, some people played it like it doesn't play exactly like the Xrd version, of course, but has a lot of really fun Rekka, like a lot of the kind of the pressure you got to build up with it. And therefore, it looks like we're going right into the battle.
I love it. The first match, and we are already getting action as well as a burst out of here from Anema. Now, the thing about these burst changes is it's so good to use them early because of how quickly it comes back now.
Yeah, no, like you're already halfway through getting your first part of the burst that back, like especially important for getting that wild stop. But we're going to the park. We're taking the dog for a walk.
Yep, here we go already. Looks like Lord Knight, even despite that burst, giving Anema a second chance. Lord Knight is just going to run through that first health bar and is going to be sitting here on duel 2 already.
Okay, big jumping slash on there, kind of keeping the airspace available, but getting the hit, Anema is going in, but throwing out the tatami.
Yes.
And using the blue, I like that option actually. Using the blue, the blue wild assault in there and kind of going back in there, keeping up the pressure on there, especially with being on the rope.
Oh yeah, I mean, blue wild assault is definitely the least talked about, but it has its own applications. That guard crush can become so useful, and especially the fact that you can cancel into it means you can get some crazy setups, especially on this bike and as Lord Knight is showing.
Absolutely, cancels out. Just waiting for Anema going in through with the back throw, going into the corner there. Doesn't get the follow up, unfortunately. You're going to get caught in the RC just to guarantee the win on there. Lord Knight going up 1 in this set.
Yeah, very dominant burst game here from Lord Knight. Didn't really have to use, I think, a single burst. Elected to spend that burst a lot more on the Wild Assaults, a lot more on the options that aren't using the full bar, which I think on Biken is so good because of the fact that you really want to make sure that you are as close to your opponent at all times.
Yeah, you want to be up there. You want to use that close slash. You want to do those big buttons. Meanwhile, like with Anema, you have like kind of the option to play that mid game, kind of play the role. A big counter, but forcing the burst out there. I understand.
As you already saw, I mean, that bar slash and that 5H just do so much work in regards to damage from Anema here, but as you see, Lord Knight goes with a combo. No hard knockdown. We're going to be back to a neutral get up, which is going to favor Anema if they can get something started here.
Yeah, we're kind of Lord Knight keeping the back end, waiting for that hit to happen. Just I like that kind of keeping up, like just going back jump slash, kind of making those hits on there. Just getting like where it counts, getting the confirmed RC in there. And we're like getting another round on the board.
Yep, it's like now Lord Knight has just been so good here so far. Another burst coming out here from Anema, and we have to see what adjustments they're going to be able to make because it's just been the Lord Knight show this entire first set here.
Yeah, like there's been a couple times where like early on, tried to go for the grab, got a big counter in there. Lord Knight making it number 2 with that perfect.
My goodness gracious, Lord Knight has just been on a tear here in these first 2 games, really trying to secure their spot in the top part of this phase 2 of pools here. Again, set yourself up for a really good position because you are looking at a top 24 winner side qualifier if you win this set.
Yeah, you are making your headway into well on the highway to get that Arc World Tour spot potentially.
Yeah, it's like now one thing to be noted here is for my friends who aren't as familiar with brackets, if you are sitting in top 24 on the winner side, you are guaranteed a 9th place finish. Only one more set needed to get into the top 8.
Oh, and going in, canceling out into the Ozanson in their trickery in place there, looking into a set point for Lord Knight.
My goodness gracious, 5 rounds straight here for Lord Knight, trying to make it a 6-1, close it out with the cleanest sweep. But can Florida's hero Anema go ahead and get some rounds on the board of her own here, try to make this comeback?
Oh yeah, coming in, doesn't care about it, but the parry comes out there. You're still stuck on there. Uses the deflect shield on there. Gets a big counter all the way into the wall here. Anema has a chance, goes ahead and spins a little bit of meter just to get that wall break, extra damage on there. Big chunk of damage. Goodbye to your middle part of your life bar.
I love it. It is all gone here. Now it's looking like Anema has gotten the things that she needs to get something going here, but Lord Knight, just as we say that, is able to turn the tides. Not quite able to kill, but a hard knockdown is going to make it one more decision for Anema's winner side life.
Yeah, already, goes ahead and uses it. Kind of a wise decision for that, but yeah, going in, the jumping slash in there, getting the mark in there. Lord Knight is going to be moving on the winner side.
Yep, I mean, I don't even know what to talk about. There's just such a dominating performance from Lord Knight. It feels like regardless of the spacing, regardless of the ranges, regardless of the advantage or disadvantage that Lord Knight was put in, he always had the solutions, and he had them tenfold. Like,
yes,
it's just so incredible to see how that experience really leads into a game like Guilty Gear Strive, because as you said, not only does he have that Guilty Gear experience where that man has been, a menace in plus R, a menace in all sorts of XX action, not even plus R. Funnily enough, that was the one version of XX he didn't play, excuse me. But, of course, Exert as well, and not coming over to Strive, but as well, so much experience in so many other games, a top Persona player, a top BlazBlue player. All of the things that you learn and all the fundamentals you learn from these games culminated into that run here today. Incredible stuff here from Lord Knight.
Yeah, the one thing I want to kind of point out, even at the very end, was just optimized to the end. Lord Knight was making sure to deny all the options that that Anema had. She had access to burst and she had the full meter in there. Managed to break the wall. Goes ahead, uses the Wild Assault to bring him back a little, take away a little of that meter to get away that burst, that factor. Use the burst on there. That way, you only have the deflect shield on there. We saw Anema use that, and it's okay, I know what your game plan is now. I got full control.
Yeah, it's at that point, it's all right, now that I have exhausted all of your options, I'm good to run whatever you want, and I'm going to counter it with ease. But yeah, as we said, incredible stuff. Lord Knight going to be going on the winner's side, Anema on the losers, but we got to keep these winner's side matches rolling. We've got Umisho versus Garlic Bread.
Yeah, we got Umisho, the classic, has been playing a variety of characters, highlighting the sole bad guy. I think has been playing with a couple other characters recently as well. But
the glasses falling over there. For garlic bread.
I will say, as a glass wearer myself, sometimes those headphones are not nice. They're like the headphones. Oh no, the headphones are nice. They sound great, but but trying to get them on, sometimes everything falls apart. Especially when you're on stream, when you are being noticed by everyone at home watching Twitch.
Yeah, it's like there are too many thousands of people watching me for me to follow my glasses like this. Shout out to Mom and Dad for the 2020 edition. Love you guys out there. But as we see here, garlic bread. If we want to talk about a variety of characters, garlic bread is the one to talk about. Has been on the Gold Lewis, is now on the ABBA, has seen the Soul. Such a variety of characters can produce such a variety of matchup knowledge, and a lot of these like nuanced situations, he's just gonna know how to deal with.
Okay, it looks like no button check. We're going right into it. So yeah, the ABBA, another new character for the season. Like I love seeing the new characters coming out here. Definitely having with dealing with the jealous rage.
Oh, maybe we are button checking. I mean, it's looking like we're going. It's looking like we're real.
Yeah, it looks a little real to me at the moment. We're seeing it. We're getting knocked down.
I was like, unless it's the most intense button check I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it's like very aggressive. Like, geez, stop.
Yeah, like all right, then got the cars and the button check, but it's looking like Garlic Bread is gonna get something started. Something interesting to note about Garlic Bread though, really prominent Dragon Ball FighterZ player.
Okay.
And one of the things that you have to note about Garlic Bread is he's gonna play who he wants. When Krillin was not the best, was still able to get insane work done with him. When Super Baby was not the best, able to put in a ton of work. So he's one of the people who's able to put in the work, regardless of how strong the character is, to get that success.
Ooh, I like the use of the Keeper of 7 Keys, like to kind of get you pushed away. Even though you blocked it, you're still stuck in the water, in the corner. The Bandit Bringer coming out the plate, trying to make it down. YRZ, get off me.
Oh no, has to use the burst there. Honestly, don't know if I agree with that. And now it's just going to go ahead and, well, I mean, you know what, the burst's going to actually end up paying off there. I was going to say, not too sure about it in regards to the economy, but if you're going to close out those rounds and you know you're going to get it back later on, honestly, really good decision out here from Umisho.
Oh yeah, we're unlocking potential here, going into the Jealous Rage here, going in like with the follow-up on the overhead there. We get stuck in the corner, you're going to have to deal with the big key.
Oh my goodness, the big key, not only big, but incredibly angry as well. That Jealousy Rage just adds such an insane buff to every aspect of Abba's kit, including that damage, as we're seeing here. Gonna exhaust the rest of that gauge to guarantee this kill on Umisho.
Like making like this for that on there, just like tying up the rounds here. I like what I'm seeing there, especially Abba. Like we saw that in Plus R a little bit. Like as soon as you get that early potential out there, you got to worry about like the fast-paced Abba gameplay going on.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, the people, I don't know if the people know or don't know about Goku Morihal, but that was a different time. That was that was some disgusting stuff, but honestly, one of the things that really makes Abba more special, and in my opinion, a little bit better than her Plus R counterpart, is the fact that her normal mode is already so good. Her buttons are incredible. As you can see, she has like the flip kick. She has options to go over and under moves, and she has access to that without even going into Jealousy Rage at all.
Yeah, activated Jealousy Rage at the end there, but like after a long stream of blocking here, looks like going in, doesn't get the quite finish in here. Guts comes into play here. Garlic Bread has a little bit of resources to work with. Not anymore because you're down and Umisho is up 1 on the board.
I love it there. Both players just, I feel like both players are just playing so solidly. Like no real tricks, nothing real crazy. Just going ahead, getting that nice clean gameplay and making sure that every decision they make is calculated as they possibly can. Now, as I said, this is kind of going to be an impressive win on either side here because Garlic Bread, in particular, a lot of Soul, should have a lot of that Soul matchup experience. And Umisho practices with one of the best Abbas in the world in Razzo.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And like, Garlic Bread has been, like even though on the losing side of this so far here, maybe, I was like, maybe a controller problem, maybe maybe this way to stare down, indeed. Yeah, throwing out the burst in there, kind of get away. Throw out a little bit of the gunplay, but ready for it. Like the delay on the follow-up there. That's like soul knowledge coming into play there.
Yep, as we were talking about earlier on, like just having the knowledge of those little situations makes it so that you are going to be in such advantageous spots later. Gets the safe jump there, forces Umisho to spend the 50, and now you got to get out of this barrage of slashes.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough to make a Jealous Rage work, but doesn't even matter because you got the combo. There we go. We got enough. Get the follow-up and not quite enough there because the follow-up already jumping in the midair. Umisho going to go ahead, finish off with the Volcanic Viper. Just get that little grab in there.
Oh no, I saw the vision earlier on, but it could spell trouble there for Garlic Bread, especially with that no meter to follow up now. Gonna get one more chance.
Oh yeah, captures on it. The jumping punch on there, kind of keeping it down. Try to step on the dash step.
It's all right, no more here. Any hit will kill here right now. including that OTG. The 6H is doing so much. Tried to go ahead and deny Umisho the burst, and ends up denying himself the round there. Incredible capitalization by Umisho.
Yeah. Now we're just kind of waiting. I like it. Umisho is just happy to wait, not ready to take or give away position, just ready to like see what Garlic Bread's going to approach or see what they are going to do.
Oh my goodness, patience is just such a virtue on both the sides of this matchup here. Not only on Abba do you have to wait for that one opportunity, on Soul you don't want to give Abba a single chance to get any sort of that jealousy rage back because it could spell trouble.
Yeah, they're coming in. This is the trouble that you're not wanting at all here.
You're not even going to play with this food anymore. Garlic Bread is going to go ahead, close out that round. As we saw earlier on, tried to play around the burst. It would have been a smart decision if you're able to close it out. But if you're not, you need to just go ahead, secure the kill, secure the round, and keep yourself in the winner side of this thing.
All the anti-air coming now from Garlic Bread. Going to go ahead, activate the Jealous Rage, try to go in with the low, but the Volcanic Viper says no. We're going to go ahead and get a throw in there, back in there, get a little bit of a touch.
Oh, wow. One run up throw by Umisho. Just maintaining this corner position. Catches Garlic Bread, trying to jump out, and gets a great OS. This might just kill here with the lack of scaling, and the 5H does. Umisho is going to go up 2-0 here.
Yeah, no, it was one of those things, too, where it just was as anticipating the movement, like, and that moment of panic there was trying to get out of situations. Like Umisho has been so ready for those since the beginning of Strive.
100%.
Like, I feel like every time, like you feel like you have to guess, you're probably going to guess wrong against Umisho.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I experienced that firsthand at Frosty Faustings. I was like, oh, nice, I'm winning. Oh, wait, where did my health bar go?
Yeah, nope.
Why is Soul on the windscreen? Like,
you are not allowed to have a health bar anymore.
It's so hard making mistakes against a player of this caliber, and especially one who has done the time to do these optimizations. Like, look at this combo and how much damage it's going to do. Goes for the hard read on the burst there, and it's going to get it. Not only does Garlic Bread out of his burst, he's missing a damn lot of his life bar as well.
Yeah, like, goes ahead and activate Jealous Rage on there, kind of doing the step back Volcanic Viper, just like stopping all the options. The keeper of the key comes out to play. You're going to have to hold this mix until the big counter comes out.
Oh my goodness, here comes Garlic Bread. As we said, it's so hard to make a mistake against Umisho, but people always count out Abba and how difficult it is to try to make this comeback work.
I was about to say plenty of Jealous Rage in there, but you know what? There's plenty of lows coming in from Umisho.
Oh yeah, I mean, the problem with that one is you just don't have enough held on the table to eat a Donzai there. Like, even if you are going to go for the Donzai, what a confirmed there by Garlic Bread. Going to try to keep things moving here.
Oh, yeah, got caught with a nice little jump and forcing the burst out of there. We're back in there, get the throw.
We have seen that situation so many times. That close slash dash cancel is something that is kind of memed over here in the Strive community, but it works so well on Soul because of how potent his close slash is.
I like the use, like, did the late jump and realized that the Bandit Breaker was going to go down. The Garlic Bread taking over. Has no Jealous Rage to work with, and you're stuck in the corner here. Has the burst, no more.
That was almost crazy. You're going to have to eat those plus frames. Eat them again. Tries to go for the throw. And going to go into the routine follow-up to close it out. 3-0 here for Umisho, despite how close those games were.
Yeah, it definitely felt like early on between the two, like that knowledge was coming into play a little bit. Like, there was some really good blocking happening for Garlic Bread, but still, even with the blocking, like the dash blocking that you can do with Abba on there, you were still getting like more and more damage. It just kind of adds up. And then in that third match there, Umisho was like, let me take it all the way. The roller coaster has reached its apex. We're going down. We're going to have a little bit of a thrill.
Yeah, it's just such an incredible. It's just so incredible to watch Umisho work, especially when she is on that Soul. Like, just the way that she's able to capitalize on just one tiny mistake in any circumstance. Like, you do see some criticism of her play, like, oh, you know, maybe she tries to go for a bit too many risks. She tries to go for, you know, maybe her risk reward isn't quite in her favor, like people may want. But in reality, if you are able to make your offense that potent to the point where you are killing anybody who dares face you in the world, yeah, honestly, I see the merit in the playstyle.
Yeah, and like what you're gaining there, you're gaining a little bit of information along the way. Like, you are playing the style that you want to play.
Exactly.
Like, and you're going down. It's like, okay, I see what's happening here. Like, let me kind of run some like play through the sets. Let me see what you respond to. And sure enough, like, as soon as a couple matches came in, like Umisho started anticipating some of the action, was able to predict the burst in there, get the block on there, get the full damage, and maintain a lot of really good corner pressure the entire time.
It's like really good is just like it's so crazy when really good just feels like an understatement. Like it feels like Garlic Bread had absolutely no answers of what to deal with in that scenario. Like even though they were able to get into Jealous Rage really often compared to other Apple players, it just didn't seem to matter the moment that it ran out.
Yeah, they're still going to have another chance down in losers, fortunately for them. But on that, I wish them all the best of luck. But in the meantime, we do have another match coming to you. Hope you're enjoying everything at home, everyone watching CEO from wherever you are actually in this. We got ourselves Aaron the Mac versus Skello. Skell Zero? Skell O? How do you pronounce that?
I'm going to say Skello. All I know is that if you we're liking the Soul action. We have even more, and now from a plane right away, we got the Venezuelan Soul coming out here. Has making some splashes here. We haven't really seen them too often in the offline scene, excuse me. But they're able to come over here and get in the top cut on the winner's side. Definitely nothing to scoff at as they go up against one of my kingsmen, the NorCal's very own Aaron the Mac.
And we're going no surprise, we're going right into it here. Aaron the Mac on the Happy Chaos here, already setting up the clone in there. We're playing a little bit of Lethal Enforcers.
Oh yeah, I mean, ever since you stopped following the game, I gotta say, like, Happy Chaos Clone has just been deemed as one of the best tools in the game, just in every regard. Like, even though it did technically get nerfed, as the health goes down, it does actually scale in terms of duration. But the thing is that, you know, it's just such a useful tool on this character.
Okay, the YRC coming out, trying to get this, switching over with the roll to get the back throw in there, trying to maintain a little pressure. There comes that dust in there. We're going to get the route. No, we're going to add a little charge, reload a little.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, as we see there, we might have seen another situation where playing for resources doesn't quite work out, but Aaron is able to find their way out, gets wild thrown here. And now Aaron the Mac is going to be down here on the round.
Every time I see a wild throw, I just go, it feels good. It feels good to see that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like, I mean, it doesn't matter what character you're playing. As long as it's not happening to you,
yeah.
Wild throw is one of the most satisfying moves in this game.
Sometimes when it's happened to me, it's like, ooh, yeah, ow, that hurt.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, like, that was cool, but like, damn, like, ouch. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like, hold on. Okay, get the good tech on there, but just stuck in the corner. Uses the instant air dash to get back into neutral territory.
Yeah, I love that. Not only using the air dash, but also using the air banner revolver. Knows that HC doesn't have too many options of ways to deal with it. But at the end of the day, if HC catches you, he is going to get you. Look at all the bullets that came back, and look at all the health that's gone down.
Yeah, already kind of keeping it back. Yeah, you can still fire on the way there. Uses the BRC to fire away. Gets the grab, goes into the RC afterwards here, trying to break that wall.
And it doesn't kill. Oh, no.
The guts kicks in.
Oh, and there we are. Just going to go ahead with the 2S there. Throwing 2 curses on them, you know, just for good measure.
Yeah, just got to make sure they're extra cursed on that. Oh, yeah, the 5K. Still a good button all this time from Soul Bad Guy.
Going to go ahead and go into the Wild Assault there. Saw it for the extension and see it for the knockdown as well. Showcasing both really good applications for it, especially in the combo game.
Aaron the Mac using the deflect shield to kind of stop away and like kind of prevent a little bit of like the continuation of the combo from Skello. Here we're going in. There we go. There's another wild throw.
The wild throw comes back. Now, one of the things that people may not know is that Aaron actually has a bit of a soul problem.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily, you know, just like matchup-wise, but mentality-wise, it's just really hard for him to lock in against Soul. So a win here would be really big for his psyche.
Yeah, this is definitely a big opportunity to make that happen there. Using that big 2S in there, getting like extra corner damage, but now you're stuck in the corner. You got like set out the clone, make sure you can't approach in there. The blocks coming in from Skello until the second, the second 5D always hits on that.
Oh no, and just barely misjudges the resources here. You have to get that concentration back. One of the most valuable resources on the character.
Yeah, Skello tried to go for the bend and bring her on there. Hit the clone instead, giving Aaron the Mac the opportunity to take back control and break that wall, get that extra positive bonus.
Here we go. One more opportunity goes for the throw. Not enough meter to follow up, though. This is a scary spot, so I like that. Just going for the burst save route, saying, you know what? I'm not even going to give you the chance to come back on this. Aaron's going to go up on the board here in the second game.
I mean, at that point, you know you're going to get the round one way or the other. You want to make sure that if they want to spend extra resources, go ahead and spend that cash and have the advantage going into the next round.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, there's no reason to not do that round, especially if you just have the meter on deck. Wow, really good bait there on the clone. As we see here, going to be going through the wall once again. I love that setup. Not only gets the curse, gets the concentration, gets all their bolts back as well. That is just the optimal way to play this character.
Going ahead and get the curse in there. You got to play very gently here until you get, but if you get hit, Aaron the Mac's going to play as dirty as they want here. Going in, Deus Ex Machina one more time.
Easily going to kill here, no doubt about it. And it's going to be Breadsticks here on the board, 1-1, both Skell and Aaron the Mac.
Yeah, very, I like what I was seeing, like kind of like from Aaron the Mac, just like kind of readjusting there, using again the clone coming back into play, just to get the extra hat, forcing the burst out from Skell.
All right, utilizing so many resources. It is. I gotta say, one of the things that I'm noticing is it's taking so many resources for Aaron to even get that initial touch that even when he gets it, he's left in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Skell changed mind. Realized like they went for the Bandit Bringer on the clone this time. Use the RC in there to take advantage of it. Aaron the Mac mashing out, getting on the other side. Big push away. We're back in here. We're gonna break that wall, or we're gonna hold it down. No, we're going to Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, we gotta see if this is gonna kill. It's looking like it is. Yep. Once again, no doubt about that one. What a heads-up play there from Skell though. Just able to go ahead and get the RC there. Catches Aaron the Mac lacking a little bit.
Keeping close on that. Yeah, try to. Skell has been loving to go into a special cancel after that, just trying to get rid of the clone. Aaron the Mac was ready for it again.
Yeah. As I was saying before, I mean, clone is just such a useful tool here for Happy Chaos. It feels like Soul isn't really able to use many of those neutral approaches that he's so known for. None of the Bandit Bringer, none of the Revolver, and it's all because of the pesky little clone in the way.
Yeah. I like that from Aaron the Mac. Yeah, goes ahead and use Deus Ex Machina. Had no bullets on there. Went ahead and just like get the free reload with it. Get the advantage. You have so many advantages to do it. Why not?
Oh no, didn't believe in himself, and now might pay for it. We've seen what Soul can do with just a little bit. Oh no, with just a little bit of meter in a dream here. Aaron has to block his way out of this.
Tried to escape with the jump in, but no, big counter. Okay, you're back down on the ground. You're going to hold it? No, you're going to get thrown for it. Got to play it. No, another throw. Already jumping in the air at the throw. Got in with another one. It is 2-1 Aaron the Mac so far.
My goodness gracious. What a game that looked like it had the ability to turn on its head so quickly, but Aaron able to keep a cool head and go in with a nice little game advantage here. Only one more game to go in order to close out this set here.
Yeah, Skell already down nearly half the health bar just from that interaction alone here. But the big 2S forcing the burst out. One big it back, but you're cursed.
Oh, here we go. I like this too. Plenty of resources on our side here.
Clone coming back out to play. You're like putting the curse back on them, putting that ball on there. You're going down. You're getting hit with the lows in there all the way to the wall. A little bit of concentration.
Ooh, I like the setup there. Not only are you going to go ahead and get all of your resources back, the curse is on you now as well. Like,
ooh, the roll, but not deterred. Like, goes in, gets the grab in there, and the corner advantage actually too.
Uh-oh, this could spell trouble here. Not even going to use the meter. Might want to save it for something else.
Has access to half a bar here. Just goes in. Gets yeah, I like that from there. Get the follow up on the two P's afterwards. I almost finished it off there, but the burst came back just in time.
One more to do it. It goes for the 6H, the Hail Mary, and it's going to be a completion here for Skell. Going to go up in this fourth game here.
If I had a dime for every time I got hit by 6H in the round, I would be drowning in dimes.
It's like I just buy out the venue.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I buy a house here, I buy the venue, make sure those food trucks are all fed, all off of the dimes I got getting hit by that move. Like it's just such a good tool, especially in that neutral game, and when you have meter behind it.
Now go in, get hit with the 5D. There we go, Deus Ex Machina one more time here. Looks like that's going to definitely kill, and we're on set point for Aaron the Mac.
Gotta say, never get tired of that super. It's so tight looking every single time.
It's got that right, it's like just the right length and it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. But another thing that may be perfect here is Aaron the Mac's final run here. We saw the first game come out from Skell, but it's looking like Aaron has got the download. The download is complete, and now it's looking like it's going to be just routine here for Aaron, unless Skell has something to say about it.
Trying to go in Bandit Bringer, but already backed away. The 2S reaches in from the stars, basically. Deus Ex Machina immediately in here. Yeah, you're going to break the wall in there, get that positive bonus in here. You have plenty of resources to work with here. Skell does have a burst available just in case.
Oh my gosh, here we go. You gotta block all of this in the third. Tap dust is gonna be the charm. As the saying always says, it doesn't say the fourth one though, and Aaron is gonna get punished for it. Trying to go against American superstition here, gets hit by both of the BR shots. And now this could be a very tough comeback. One that is not even real, as Aaron Namak is going to go ahead with that throw. Close it out 3-1, advance on to winner's quarters.
And it's a little bit like that little bit of cheekiness at the end there, just trying to like make you respond with any sort of reaction in there. Go back, use the BRC, come up. You have plenty of time. You're stuck in that time zone. Time.
%. Not only that, though. I mean, you're fighting for medals. You're fighting for, as we said, ARC World Tour points as well. I believe that neither of these players actually are on the board yet in regards to being on the points leaderboard. So getting anything here, especially at this tournament, would be a huge help.
Yeah, there's only a few stops that are doing it, and it's different for every game here. So it is one of those situations where you want to get as high as possible on that. So it's this is a very good opportunity to make that happen on the ARC World Tour. But Red Eye, I'm not on with our first appearance in this block of Gold Lewis potentially coming in here. Razzo has a few characters. I've seen correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen Razzo been playing a lot of Giovanna.
She was on the Giovanna earlier on. She also was on the Alba as well. So a good little mix of characters has been kind of dabbling in a lot of different scenarios. I'm curious to see what she chooses to pull out for Gold Lewis, though.
Yeah, it looks like we're going with the tried and true Leo Whitefang here, though. I can respect that option there. That you get a little bit of extra mobility there. You're trying to get away from the absurd damage that sometimes that Gold Lewis can do, especially with these high level players playing him.
Oh yeah, I mean the main thing you really do have to look out for is you have to look out for the fact that Gold Lewis, as you said, is just going to kill you. Like, there's no real way to sugarcoat it. It's just that man does way too much damage. And if you're playing a character like Giovanna, especially when you don't have the advantage of that extra meter gain, you're going to be in a bit of a rough spot.
Immediate use of the Wide Wild Assault in there to go ahead and get the corner and already set up the drone, forcing Razzo to try to get out of the way here. But we're already getting the big burst here. Going in with the jump dust.
Oh, I like that, though. Here we go. Goes with a nice little confirm here. This should indeed kill.
Oh, yeah. Red I Am Not is not playing around with this perfect.
Oh, my God. Razzo. Mexico's very own, apparently, coming out here. Let's go. Here we go. Red I Am Not, though, is on a tear right now, though. Able to utilize every single tool in the toolkit extremely effectively here and has Razzo on the ropes in game number 1 already.
Yeah, delayed on the burst in there, but the Wild Assault coming in from downtown in there. Goes ahead and sets up the lasers, get pushed a little bit forward. Already standing up just in time, but just in time to get grabbed and knock it down. That was a double perfect.
The 7 white letters coming out here. For Red I Am Not, just trying to make a speed run, make an example out of Razzo, it feels like here.
Yeah, no hesitation though. We're going right back into it. We want to feel the frenzy. Blocking on the white Wild Assault has doesn't get a chance on that. Goes onto the other side. Does get the hits in there. Razzo's first real attempt to try to make something happen.
Oh yeah. Oh man, if there's one button that has been getting so much mileage so far for Red Iron Knot, it has to be their usage of this 2P here. It's been used as an anti-air, it's been used as a way to disrupt pressure, it's been used as a poke. Like, it's getting the job done in every aspect of the game plan here.
All right, yeah, we're going in. We're like breaking the wall in here. A little bit of extra damage, not going to kill, but Red Iron Knot has still, I was about to say, has access to a couple of resources in there, but you know what you don't have access to? A headbutt.
Yep.
Not like that. Not like that kind of headbutt.
Oh, it's like not even, it's like nothing remotely like that. I mean, Leo's close slash is just such a good button. That's another one I've been seeing used today here that maybe wasn't intended by Arxes. So you know what? If you've got it, more power to you. Like, keep on letting it rock.
Really like the use of the drone to kind of get in there, but Razzo taking advantage, goes in with the low on the back turn in here. We're back on it. Use a little bit of that Wild Assault in there, just get a little bit of extra damage there.
Oh, try no bait on that YRC. And now we see Gold Lewis with plus frames, a way to go around the world there. Pretty slick there from Red Iron Knot, but Razzo's going to use the DPRC to get that advantage take right back.
All right, try to play a nice backdash from Red Iron Knot. Enough time to get the knockdown and set up the drone on there afterwards and go ahead and get this overhead.
Uh-oh, and the OTG should kill here. Like we said, another routine round for Red Iron Knot here. One on the board already, and now has the round count tied up. This is looking like a red set right now.
Yeah, definitely going in the way of that, using that big jump dust button that you cannot get away from if you're playing against a Gold Lewis. That is inescapable, it feels like.
Oh my goodness, here we go again. Using the safe jump, goes for the OS with the throw.
Well, the clash that happened there.
Oh my god,
taking advantage of that. Like, that was... Like any the clash that happened there was able to like follow through on that. Red Eye I'm not quickly up to, and we're going back to character select. I understand.
Yeah, it's looking like we might need to get the ABBA out here immediately. Tried to go with the Leo Whitefang, excuse me, but wasn't quite getting the job done. I like that though. As I was gonna mention earlier on, it was looking like a bit of a throwback pick. And when if someone, especially someone who's been kind of engrossed in the scene, is able to look at a character you're playing and say, you know what, oh, that's a nice little throwback, you should probably pick something that's a bit more modern and a bit more adapted to this game plan.
Yeah, so here comes the ABBA immediately with the deflect shield, but White Wild Assault, it's like, I can come right back in here.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, we have heard the tales, we've seen the stories about this incredible move. Like, just White Wild Assault is so prominent here in the metagame.
Love the backdash in there, goes ahead, activates the Jealous Rage alongside of that. I'm going to have access to it. The blocking from Red Eye I'm not, though, impeccable.
Oh boy. Oh no, you had to block one more there. Plus 18 million, you got to just hold the next option that comes over here. And Red I Am Not is on set point here, trying to secure their spot in top 24 winners.
Unlock the key to my heart, gets in the Jealous Rage on the other side, switch it up with a cross up over there, like in there, and we're back in the corner. Going to break that wall down here. This is the first time, like, Razzo's finally getting to cut like a little bit of headroom here.
Yep, some sort of advantage here is coming out here for Razzo, something that we haven't seen too often. Great block on the overhead there, but isn't able to block the second one. Tries to go for the backdash, but Razzo's able to chase it down in a perfect of her own to try to keep this momentum building.
Yeah, really, like, really strong start, like after that adjustment there, but you're in danger point. The Gold Burst going into effect from Red Eye I'm Not.
Oh no, this could spell some trouble here for Razzo. You do not want to give Gold Lewis 50 meter. There is so much potential that he has with it.
Okay, the Jealous Rage, unfortunately, like still getting punished from Red Eye I'm Not here. Going in, we're gonna break the system. Yeah, we got a level 3 here.
Yeah, but it's like just use every single level that you can, try to maximize that damage. One more interaction is gonna do it here. Goes for the invincible super there, and is gonna put them in the Jealousy Rage. One more chance for Razzo here.
It catches out. Unfortunately, doesn't have any Jealous Rage to work with anymore. Has to build up that meter here as they got the pressure in the corner here. Trying to build it. There it is. Big buttons are getting pressed here. Unlock the key.
You see that the Wild Assaults were going to use on both sides, but Razzo isn't able to quite convert off of that. Oh! Gets a chance to whip punish with the BRC.
RC for RC. Yeah, Thunderbird coming out to play there. The Wild Assault from downtown.
Oh no, that could be the coffin here. And we're not just talking about Gold Lewis, we're talking about ABBA in this case.
Okay.
Gets hit by the Wild Assault, and the OTG is going to take it. top 24 winner is going to go into the Floridian as they continue this path to hold down the fort.
Yeah, able to get, wow, I am, the words I'm trying to articulate in my head, like there. We saw a Wild Assault come out, the deflect shield come back, like, no, I'm coming back in here. I paid for space in this room here.
Oh.
You're going to let me sleep on the bed. I took the bed this time. You take the floor.
My God, Red, I am not just doing such a good job, I got to say. Like, just in terms of recognizing what is really strong in this metagame, and not only doing that, but able to use it to their advantage. Like, they're able to use it to an extent to where they're able to take down players that name like Razzo and secure themselves a guaranteed 9th place.
Yeah, I like just a really solid play. You saw early on, like even with like what many would perceive as the main character of Razzo with Play the Leo.
Yeah.
And they're like, Abel's like, I'm ready for this action here. Like, show that through. Had the double perfect to begin things out there. And with just like establishing that dominance, there was, I would love, like, honestly, like, I would have loved to see the like more from the from Razzo's ABBA. Like,
Yes.
I predict them maybe we'll see more of that coming in on the loser side of things as well. Still has that chance in there, but that was just a high impact dynamic set.
Yeah, it's like I'm definitely inclined to agree. Like, one of the things that I really like about the winner side sets is that you're going to see some more action from them on the loser side, and realistically, that's where you're able to define what a player truly, what their mentality truly is how they perform on the loser side. You have players who will get to the loser side, immediately tucker out. Like, maybe they don't quite have the motivation. Maybe they don't quite have, it's like necessarily like the know-how or just like the way to get out of this particular place that they're in right now.
Yeah.
Or you see some players who will go out and they will thrive on the loser side.
Oh,
with
yeah.
one of those examples being one of my personal favorites, Big Black. Big Black loves to end up on the loser side in uni. But as you can see, he always comes home with a trophy. So he's just one of those players who's incredibly good on playing on the loser side. And for this game, there's also a player like Gobo. Like, Gobo is incredibly talented, and it feels like their true potential is unlocked the moment they get knocked down and lose.
Yeah, they realize they're the fox in the corner. They're ready. It's like hold
Literally.
on, I gotta fight for my life here. I know what to do in this situation here.
It really just shows the clutch gene there. But
see that beautiful CEO crowd here. It is a packed arena here on all sides.
Yeah, it's like it feels like we just got back here, and already the arena is packed and ready to go. Street Fighter's popping, Tekken is popping, and of course, over here, Guilty Gear Strive is popping with our next match we've got going on. We have got Jeekly's own Supernoon versus Vega, who's repping the Straw Hat here.
Oh yeah, Straw Hat Pirates represent. I've like full admission here. I started watching One Piece for the first time, like not too long ago.
There
so
you go.
I'm catching up. I got a long way to go here, but I'm enjoying myself here.
Honestly, you're better than me. I started One Piece like 6 months ago.
Oh no.
Haven't touched it since like chapter 3, but you know what? I'll get there eventually. Like, I've been having too much fun going out to all these events. Hanging out here in Daytona, hanging out, at Evo later on this year. Very excited to pop out there as well. But we want to talk about someone who's been to a lot of events. Got to talk about Supernoon. That man has been to everything, it feels like.
Yeah, it really does. And we Supernoon switched over to the bridge after playing around Monthal for a long while. So
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's just, I still remember when Supernoon decided to make that switch there. It was really funny because they were going through this arc of going through a lot of different character picks and not quite landing on one that they quite really jived with. And so, I was talking to them. I was like, you know what? The Bridget, I feel like it's going to be the same exact scenario. Like, it's going to be one of those things where you say you're going to stick with it, but you're not going to go here. And now he's not only stuck with it, he's thrived on the yo-yo slinging assassin.
And with Vega, like, Vega's been like keeping with the Milia Rage pick since I believe the beginning of the game. Has had some really strong placements here at CEO even on that, and like been able to do some wild things with this character that you see. But now you have to deal with Supernoon, who is commanding the yo-yo with a masterful presence.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that really Bridget excels at is there's a lot of talk of, oh, Bridget would be so good, or Bridget would be top tier if their numbers were a bit better. But when you're against Milia, your numbers don't really have so much of a factor because she also doesn't do as much damage, and she also has very little health.
Yeah, you're both wanting to play a different sort of mix-up game here. Canceling out into the 5D, and they're getting a nice little perfect there. Supernoon not going not taking any, it's not a slow ride. It's not taking it easy. We're here to increase that number of victories.
Yeah, this is just, it's looking crazy here for Supernoon, already able to close out that first game, and now he's going to try to get a second one on the board here.
Yeah, Vega did get a couple of hits in there with the Iron Saber, the Milia car. but going in, canceling out with the Rose. We got ourselves back in the corner here. Yeah, canceling out with it, forcing the burst out from Supernoon here. Oh, actually, like stopped, like canceled out on the spin on there from like to avoid the getting hit by Milia.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just such a smart play by Supernoon to go for the burst there though. Is able to get half of it back already. So even though they had a chance to fight back there, they already are winning the burst economy now despite being down just a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, definitely has a chance to kind of like come back on the advantage on here on the side. But you got to deal with these Milia mix-up from Vega going in, finishing off with the car.
Oh yeah, goes for the throw once again. We've seen this position time and time again. Good block from Supernoon though. Vega is just laying on the pressure here. It's looking easy here for Vega as they go ahead, goes for the throw, doesn't quite get it.
Yep.
It goes for the tricky route there.
Ooh, not quite, but yeah. Oh, get the trick on there, gets in with the low on there afterwards here. Now forcing the block, the YRC, get off me.
We love some yo-yo tricks coming out here.
Canceling out, holding it down there. You're still having to force the block in there. The follow-up, they're ready for it this time. Followed on the very end of it, got the grab from Vega.
What a throw. You can't. The thing is about having Blue Wild Assault is it's one of the least common ones. So you don't really know how to deal with it. But if you go against another user of Blue Wild Assault, you have those options because you know exactly what you do in that same scenario.
Exactly. We saw a little bit of Starship coming out there. You're still stuck in the corner. The jump D has been doing a lot of work for Supernoon in here. And we go in and we catch it with the jump P.
Oh no, doesn't quite get the meter back that they were looking for, but neither does Vega, and Supernoon is going to be able to clutch that one out, keep the rounds tied up after a nail biter.
Yeah, definitely like finishing off with the Starship on there, but yeah, big jump in from Vega here. We're switching over to the other side. We got that wall, but no, try to use a new move like for the new season to follow up on it, but doesn't get quite there.
Yeah, Artemis has just been proven to be such a strong move, but the problem is when you are looking at Artemis, it's such a tough tool to use. So if you aren't prepared for it at all times, then you may have some trouble.
Yeah, cancel on BRC. Tried to like bait out a button there, trying to get on it, but there's that big anti-air coming from Supernoon.
And goes for the throw, keeping it nice and simple. The mix-up that's been in the game since the 80s, the strike throw.
Yeah, before the game was made, this mix-up was in there. Like someone like Daisuke woke up and was thinking about this, like when he was born, was thinking about this mix-up.
He woke up and he said, I shall make them strike or throw. They'll have two options.
Daisuke, what are you talking about? What is it's a bubble economy. It's a bubble economy. What's a video game?
It's like, what is it like, sir? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, players can't even play against each other yet. Like, we got like Tetris, I guess. Like, I don't know what you. Oh my goodness gracious! Here we go though. We've got Supernoon coming out here trying to secure this 3-0 sweep, but Vegas trying to keep themselves in this one. This is a matchup that I would say that at least Supernoon knows extremely well. Has gotten a ton of practice with a ton of different Milias, and it shows there. I think he's able to take advantage of every single burst point. Goes for the cheeky mix-up once again. Just kind of styling on them now, trying to make sure that they're not bored by a little bit. And another dominating round. One more for Supernoon to take the whole thing here.
Yeah, I love like that mix-up, especially like when you're wanting to deal with Milia. Milia's wanting to get back and like, I want to play my game as quick as possible here. Please let me get out here. And that yo-yo is like, especially on wake up there, you still have to deal with it, still having to block. It's still Supernoon's turn.
Oh yeah, I mean, here we go. We still only have a little bit of health left here. Only a couple more mix-ups to go, especially if you guess wrong on one of the more punishing options here. Uh-oh, we're going to go here.
Roger, come out and help us out.
Yeah, JoJo Super out here. Now only one more mix-up to take the whole thing. Well, does Vega have what it takes to bring this all the way back? And it's going to end it in style. Rocking the baby to sleep and rocking Vega's winner's side hopes and dreams right on the way. Supernoon is going to go ahead into top 24 on the winner's side.
Yeah, you were talking earlier, but it's like I'm not sure, like with Supernoon, like kind of sticking with Bridget on there, like looked very firm, very solid with that character the entire way through, especially with someone who like Vega has not been, like to my knowledge, has been sticking with Milia the entire time.
Yeah, no, Vega has been one of Milia's strongest soldiers for sure. Like even during some of the rough patches of the character, even during some of the ups and downs that the character has provided, Vega's always been there and has always been sticking strong. But a couple character crises coming out for Supernoon, but really showing that once he's able to really lock into that character pick, he is automatically ready to go ahead and just take out some of the best names in the game.
Yeah, indeed. And then speaking of the game, we gotta pay to continue to play the game here. We're going to an ad break, but don't go anywhere. Go get yourself some water, some snacks, anything that you may need to make yourself comfortable, because we'll be back with more Guilty Gear Strive after this.
I drew me through kicks in the night. I knew we could do when your crew to get through me. We get a ruling and alley.
Save the date. Frosty Faustings returns on January 23rd to the 26th for another massive 4-day event. 20 plus main game tournaments, another 30 hosted by Vortex Gallery, karaoke by TNS, and the final platinum level event on the Arc World Tour for Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue, and Uni 2. Check out Frosty Faustings in 2025. Makers of the Thin Empress, Magenta, and much more. Paradise Arcade Shop has everything you need when it comes to all your fighting game and arcade parts needs. Check out ParadiseArcadeShop.com today.
Diesel Legacy! 2 versus 2 action! Three lanes, 1 battle!
No surrender.
Wish list now!
Welcome back, gamers of all ages. I hope that you were able to get a nice little break there. Hit the restroom, got some water. Listen, I know I got my water, and I know I got the best co-commentator in the biz, baby. Risky Sweep. We are moving on to the next side of our top cut here, the other side of top 64. Plenty of incredible players that were in our last matchup, but give us a bit of a preview of who we've got going into this next.
Well, I'm looking down the list here. I'm looking like going through. I know Aaron the Mac has against New Breaker 9000 coming up somewhere in there. We're trying to figure out which matches we're going to have on stream here. But I'm looking down the losers. Some of the things I was looking through, like we had Skell earlier. Skell lost to Cow Hunter 3-0. On there. Wow. We were just talking about that. Who's going to go against Nitro in the loser side of things on that as well. So it's there is a lot going on here with this bracket. Like a lot of killers. Like every match that we have seen so far has been visceral and exciting. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's like every single one of these matches is like, it's why I said it's one of my favorite blocks to watch. It's one of my favorite parts of the tournament to watch. And that's where I think that everyone should be, especially all y'all here. Shout outs to you being here. But it's one of those times where you are looking at some of the most raw gameplay that you could possibly look at. Like, when you get that medal and when you get that top 8 intro, there are times you make mistakes, but each one of the times that you are playing up on this stage at this particular point in the bracket, you are playing for your tournament life with each and every interaction. Yeah,
no, it is definitely like kind of what you were saying, that fight or flight, that like being in the corner. Sometimes to play your players, you bring out your full potential here. And I'm like, the way I'm seeing it here, like this is a preview for what we're going to happen for like Arc World Tour as we go into next month. The big event we have Evo coming out. Everyone trying to bring their A game with that. Everyone's trying to fine tune that a little bit on top of trying to get that big trophy.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, one of the most appealing parts. You know, no, can't even sugarcoat it. The money is always the most insane part of these things. Like Arc World Tour putting up $50,000 to the winner of the Arc World Tour, over $100,000 in prize money coming out here. As you can see, you probably see it in the back there somewhere. You see right down there.
Yep.
Right? Shout out to our sis. It's like,
Yeah.
but you know, it's like you got to get those points to qualify, and getting those points is going to be extremely hard, especially with the competition that we've got coming on here today. I mean, we already saw Supernoon qualify for the top 24. We already saw Umisho qualify for the top 24. We saw Red Eye not. We've just seen all of these top-tier players that are already in this, and this is not even for top 8. This is just to get into top 8.
Yeah, no, it's like when you get to, like, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again because like I feel it's very important. This is my like one of my favorite parts in here where you're just seeing all like all the names, like everyone's kind of scrambling in there trying to get those big hits in on there, and we got ourselves like coming in onto it. We got Cheerio versus Jurassic Ori.
Oh. I mean, NorCal is not NorCal. Northern California and North Carolina have always just been allies. So you know, that's my family right there. So it's always really good to just see when they're really supporting their players. And when you're supporting your players, you're supporting your local scene as well. Like you get players that come out of those woodworks, like Cheerio. Cheerio has been able to medal at so many of these events. Has been able to actually work their way towards getting towards that Arc World Tour qualification. Not quite making their mark in 2023, but really looking to make an impact here in 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. Like has been attending, going through a lot of the major circuit. Was at Frosty Faustings earlier this year. Was definitely at Combo Breaker. Has been putting in a lot of work throughout this, and of course got that TNS line on there for that. So they've been getting some of the efforts from that, the rewards for that.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, if you are getting recognized by one of the best producers in the FGC, like you already know that you're doing something right, and also people need to know that they need to be on the lookout for Cheerio as well. We're gonna have to see what you need to be on the lookout for the moment that we get in the set right here, as we see Cheerio versus Jurassic Ori.
Yeah, was already ready with the backstep from Cheerio in there, having to force to back out here, but lets you opens up the area a little bit just to get back. That risk was building up very high. Cheerio finally having a chance to bring it down a little bit until the DP comes out to play for Jurassic Ori.
Gotta use that first out here right now. Getting the drone out here, just collecting a little bit of space here. This is going to be the optimal scenario here for Cheerio. You don't want to quite get opened up too quickly here, but Jurassic Ori is making that a tough challenge here.
Yeah, sends out the projectile here, but meanwhile the drone coming out. The cancel on the tech there. There's that big hit in there. Get the follow of the Behemoth Typhoon, but that DP is whiffed, bringing a lot of joy, a lot of damage onto the board there for Cheerio.
Oh my goodness, and here it comes. All of the damage, able to flip that match on its head here. It looked like it was all the Jurassic Ori all the time, but the moment that Cheerio was able to get one opening here, now has a round on the board.
And gets in once again with the low, kind of getting the confirm on there afterwards here, forcing the guard crush in there. The try for the throw from Jurassic Ori there doesn't get the mark there, but the DP does clash in there finally and finds a mark here. Switches sides and going to get a couple little hits in there with a follow up. The RC going to guarantee we're going to not quite break that wall. Going in with the guard crush after.
Oh no! Now I do have to note the fact that not getting that clash cancel could have spelled trouble but Cheerio is just going to go ahead and go up 1-0 here. Incredible usage of the Clash Cancel there on the drone. Already close out that first game. NC, as you already said, going insane for just one game here in winning pools.
Jurassic Ori, she's showing is like, okay, I'm going to take those risks here. You got to think about that at the moment. Like, it hasn't quite worked out until this point here. Gets in with a big counter DP, gets on the other side, forcing the burst from Cheerio.
See it here. Goes for all of these plus frames here. So many behemoths on the screen, so many typhoons. I heard it's hurricane season in Florida, but it's coming early.
It's coming there. Trying to go jump on through, ready for the grab on there afterwards. Get down a little bit of OTG damage. Try to finish it off with the PRC, forcing the burst out from Jurassic Ori.
And the JD Barrage. We've all seen it before, but it's going to go ahead and close out a third round for Cheerio here. Going up in the second game, looking to go for a really dominant set here over Jurassic Ori.
Jurassic Ori has been doing a pretty good job of watching out for some of those gaps in there. Unfortunately, Cheerio's been taking up the brunt of the effort. There it goes, going for the back throw here. He's gonna switch and goes back in the back turn. You're kind of keeping you guessing here. Cheerio got to grab their own here.
Oh, it's like, listen, even though you're making me guess, I can guess right sometime. And the moment that Gold Lewis guesses correctly, it could be curtains.
Back on there. There we go. Get the follow-up here. Does cancel out and goes into a helicopter tour to bring it down, get a round down.
Absolutely. You see going on here, we are tied up at 1 round apiece. Tries to go for the guard break, but doesn't quite have enough frames to go for it here. And now, we were talking about guessing correctly earlier on, but guessing correctly against Gold Lewis in neutral is such a difficult task. So many incredibly strong options from Gold Lewis here. And goes ahead and baits the burst for Jurassic Ori's trouble. It's going to be 2-0 here for Cheerio.
I think the term for that is a Gold Lewis round at that point. All Gold Lewis all the time there. And Cheerio was showing the power of just swinging around that coffin, making that extra damage worth it.
Oh yeah, and then using the fact that they had 50 bar to guarantee the fact that you can't even burst that combo. And going for a bit of a hard read though, trying to get those style points as well. Everything's going right here for Cheerio, it seems like.
Yeah, and now we have Jurassic Ori, kind of what we were seeing in the first match in there, kind of keeping the distance in there a little bit, keeping the far range of that there. But Cheerio's like, no, I'm going to come up close. I'm going to tap you with this 2P.
Oh, and then the 2S as well. Lots of crouching buttons, all putting in their own variations of work here. And crouching buttons from Gold Lewis are just so underrated now, especially now that they have been changed and most of them have been buffed. Goes for the unskilled guard crush. Good awareness there on the combo choice for Cheerio, and only one more round to take it here.
Yeah, definitely had enough security level to make it matter in the end there to finish it off. I like that option a lot.
Like that is the guard crush. I mean, that's the guts crush of all guts crushes, because even though your hits only do 1 damage in guts, if you have 35 hits, that's a lot of damage.
Doesn't matter at that point.
Like, that is too much damage at that point.
Goes in, yeah, catches on it. There we go. Go in with the super there. Break down the wall.
I really like the combo choice, and particularly the confirmed it from Jurassic Ori. Gonna go into it once again. Should be an easy kill for them here. And she's gonna go ahead and close out a round of her own here.
Okay, set point versus survival point here. Well, not survival point, just go to loser's bracket here. Going to catch it in with the just block here, but we're still stuck in the corner. Gonna get the follow-up.
Honestly, I'd call it survival point. Surviving in the loser side of this bracket is trying to swim through shark-infested waters for sure.
Yeah, it is definitely I think it's Shark Week pretty soon, but it's Shark Week here, right now.
Yeah, it's like Daytona is getting the warning as we speak here. Oh, no.
Stays on the same side here. Going to keep you guessing here. Goes follow-up. Canceling out with the RC in there, forcing the burst from Cheerio. The drone came out just in time.
Here we go. We are going to get that offense rolling once again. Plenty of meter on the side of Cheerio. Has to find a way to get out of this burst, but isn't going to find a way to avoid it. Misses their BT here and goes. This is going to kill. Not quite.
Enough, not quite. One more touch is all I'm going to do. You're going to have to deal with the clone. Oh, the block on the DP. Cheerio was waiting for it there. And the fist bump at the very end. Cheerio going to be moving on the winner side.
It's just such a crazy thing to see, the fact that that set looked relatively close, all things considered, regardless of the score. But you got to take the score into account. It doesn't matter how close the games are as long as they get taken. Cheerio's clutch factor is ridiculous.
Yeah, like there was some really good effort to like pause on the defense, realizing that Jurassic Ori is wanting to take those risks, like especially early on, noticing that super early on in the set became especially important in there, and like Jurassic Ori, she didn't really change that, like she was still willing to change that risk, and I got the slow poke.
Showing off the slow poke.
gotta bring a buddy, gotta bring a friend on stage.
Yeah. I mean, as you are saying though, it's just like, especially on gold lures, you really need to make sure that you're okay with getting hit. It's like, it's one of the skills that is a bit harder to train because inherently,
I don't want to get hit. Being hit feels bad.
Exactly.
I don't like it at all.
Exactly. It's like getting hit always feels awful, but the thing is, when you're on gold lures, that's one of the risks you need to take. You need to be able to be like, you know what? If I get hit, it's not that big of a deal because at the end of the day, I'm going to get the resources that I need, and as well as getting the resources that I need, I'm also going to get closer and get a lot closer to my optimal range as well.
Right. It was just at the end there, like, was trying to go back to the tried and true DP on there, got blocked on it, and it was just like all Cheerio all the time at the very end.
It's what an incredible display here from TNS's very own. But we're going to keep the TNS train rolling. It's looking like we have MFCR that's going to be coming up here. You know, probably the premier layout in and now, especially that Razzo's gone, versus Lurry, now recently sponsored by Railfire Legion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, so, you know, congratulations to him on that aspect. But now, your reward is you're going to have to play against one of the menaces of NA.
Yeah, that is, like, MFCR, has been sponsored by TNS for a reason. Like has been, like, consistently in the top 8 spots in a lot of different tournaments, both offline and online.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there's no environment that can stop him. Like, I always think about all the times where he just goes to any sort of tournament that's in Florida, any sort of tournament that's not even just in Florida, but anywhere throughout the U.S., anywhere throughout South America as well. It just always finds a way to put in the work and always comes home with some sort of medal, some sort of hardware for sure.
Oh, yeah. So getting everything all set up here. Lurry, I'm not as familiar with about their play. So tell me about that.
Oh yeah, I mean Lurry is one of the pillars of North Carolina Strive.
Okay.
Definitely one of the spirits of the scene, and one of their stronger players as well. Consistently placing within the top 3 or 4 of their own regional events.
Okay.
So definitely no player to scoff at, and playing a pretty unconventional character as well.
Oh, okay. So I'm excited to see that for sure. Yeah, like two North Carolina presences in 2 matches as we go along here.
Oh yeah, it's like we've seen TNS twice, and we've seen North Carolina twice, and you know, get a nice little Venn diagram here. Cheerio's the benefactor of both of those.
Yeah.
Both those communities.
Yeah, it's like definitely seeing a connection of a little bit.
Oh man, it's like, yeah, but rocking the patented black colors, looking like we aren't even going to go into the bun check. We are just getting straight into the action here. All right, could get a nice little combo here.
They're going in, like Lurry on the Faust, MFCR on Leo Whitefang here. Gonna going in, like catching on that. Now, Faust did get a couple of changes in there, like, you know, being able to like absorb and like hold an item like a Mario Kart.
Yep. It's like you are able to go ahead and use that to your advantage. It makes it really good for certain setups. Like, I remember a lot during Season 1 and Season 2, there were a lot of times that Faust players were trying to lab out setups with, if I get a certain item, and people would just look at them and be like, this is not practical. But now with that new change, they completely are.
Yeah, Lurry tried to go in for a deflect shield early on. Hold on, though. Ooh. Let me change that around. The deflect shield may have not worked, but the switch around on there to take the corner and take the advantage on there, Lurry taking that first round.
Now, I will say, do you remember how I said that Lurry is one of the spirits of North Carolina Strive?
You did.
Anytime he takes a single round, I want you to just go ahead and put an ear out to the crowd and just listen to how ridiculous they get. It is outstanding.
They're going in, throwing out items, keeping you out at bay here. Blocking on the dropkick, but not the DP afterwards here. Getting a big counter, going to get the opportunity to switch over to the other side, take advantage of that, like get closer.
Oh, no.
Lurry again with the deflect shield, this time missing on it, getting the punish on there. MFCR was ready.
Yeah, I mean, MFCR already known for just being able to capitalize on these many mistakes and able to gamble, not his life away, but to gamble his life forward even. It just feels like every single time that he makes one of those incredulous reads, it always ends up working out in his favor, as we see here as he ties up the round count.
Going back in there, try to use the 5K, try to test out the water there. Going in with the 2K on there afterwards. Tornadoes for days here, throwing out the mini Faust coming out to play, walking around. and like kind of like waiting out there, just like kind of keep it at bay.
Yep. I see that there is a pretty big effort here for Lurry to just try to keep MFCR out. Just wants to make sure that MFCR has zero opportunities to get anything started here, and it's really going to get exemplified with those meteors. Really good usage of the tornado to get a nice little cross up and keep this keep away game alive.
Yeah, you got to worry about it. Your hair is on fire here, but you don't care for anything in the world here. Just going to hold it down. The little bit of the DP in there just to hold it down, just to make sure you don't get hit by that. In the follow-up there, you do get like access to it, but the 5K comes into play. Boot to the face.
My goodness gracious, going to hit you with a... I'm showing off the shoes. I mean, honestly, if my shoes were that fly, I'd be showing them off like Faust too.
I mean, Faust saved up for those shoes, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, even on a doctor's salary, it gets a little rocky there with the prices.
Yeah.
All right, it's looking like, okay, there it is. There's the game audio. It's looking like we had a bit of a technical difficulty where the stick ended up stealing the audio of the PlayStation.
Yeah, the good old, like Obsidian.
Oh yeah, no, that's the Obsidian classic, especially the Obsidian one. So able to get that resolved, even though it is very funny that they decided to do that because. Neither of them are actually wearing the headphones. They're both listening to their own thing.
They did it for us. They did it for us here. We're thankful for that.
Yeah, it's like they're the people's players for sure. Because I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, why does that matter to them? Like they do not need that.
Yeah, Lurry coming out. Here comes the bomb. Bomb and meteor here. You're gonna have to deal with all of this, and they even get a little bit of on the ground damage from the additional bomb, but the drop kick comes into play for MFCR's favor.
Yep. 4th of July is here early here for MFCR. Got to navigate their way around all these different types of pyrotechnics, and they do so in a pretty dominating fashion, I'd say.
Yeah,
not able to get the meaty though, and now we're gonna see some RC work here. Gonna go in the favor of MFCR as they take that first round.
I love that reaction from MFCR. Was that active defense basically saw you go like very common for a lot of Faust players to cancel out on the super on there. Was able to get back on there and got a punish in there, changing around the situation.
Got to see what the scenario is after the Afro. It's looking like it's going to be nothing here. Great DP for MFCR, utilizing that invincibility. And now if I know Faust players, they are hungry for any sort of chance there. We know that that's going to do a significant amount of damage. Great Super C from Lurry, though, and now they're back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, throws out. There comes the Afro one more time here. Again, like chooses to go over that and have to deal with with the bomb afterwards. Still a bomb on the table. It gets exploded, but like does save face again on the bomb that was on the ground there.
Here we go. Gonna go ahead and utilize all of that bar. Tried to kill there, but it's not gonna be enough. Don't know why they didn't just go for the super, but now this could spell some trouble. Goes for the air throw, and it's not gonna be enough. The great anti-air by MFCR is gonna tie up the game count 1-1.
Yeah, MFCR definitely turned it up a little bit there. Was realizing some of the things that Lurry was going for and like being able to just like, okay, I'm gonna preemptively like hold on, you got a good thought here, but let me just add, it's my turn again.
Yeah, it's like, listen, regardless of what you think, it's always my turn. That's the Leo White thing mantra. Like, being minus is only a concept for this character.
Exactly. It's a state of mind.
Listen, if it wasn't a state of mind, why do you think that they're going for and being successful with all of these 2Ds on Waco?
Going in, catching on there, follow up. You're in the back turn. You're going to get that damage. You're going to get that round.
Yeah, it's like that was looking like a clean get up there for MFCR. Lurry now has to try to find their way back. Was able to get something going here in the first round, but ever since that, it's been all MFCR all the time here and capitalizing again here. 8 seconds into the round, and we're already into another stage.
Switching on there, using that low profile from Faust in there to go over that follow-up. Yeah, throwing out a little bit of love here. There comes that 5D, but you're going to get drop kicked. The RC blocks on the burst.
Oh my god, MFCR, what a burst bait here. I mean, honestly, that was uncharacteristic. I don't even think that I would have predicted that Lurry would have bursted there. Goes for the easy combo, and 2-1 here for MFCR.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a quick turnaround there, like very impressive.
Oh no, going back to the character selection, what is Lurry cooking? Maybe trying to get a new color on there. I see color 14.
Okay. Sometimes you got to change the fit. Sometimes the fit makes the character, makes the player.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, listen, if I'm without my colors, I'm a changed man. Like, I can't compete in anything. Yeah. Lurry just gonna try to go for something different here. Goes for, I don't even know what color way to call this.
Yeah, goes for the Ava colors basically here. Get in the Faust.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to pilot the doctor, please.
That's a big counter on the 2D. They're going to get a little bit of damage. Throwing out the hammer. They're going to get the follow-up. Going to get pull out. Going to play the mix game a little bit here.
Oh, man. Going for all of those items here. And Faust has the Afro on him now. No way for Leo to ignite it, so honestly, you are in safe hands here. Just have to deal with the raised hurt box.
Okay, using Deflect Shield to stop anything MFCR was going to bring their way. 6H coming out to play no can do, but you're still stuck in the corner here. You're trying to get that low damage, but you are just getting back turned after a back turn after a back turn from MFCR.
No. This is the MFCR special. You have to deal with all this pressure, and we know you're not going to deal with it well. Goes for the super to close it out here. What a performance by MFCR. One more round to take this set.
Built up a full stick of butter. Didn't even need to have to use all of it. Just had to use one overdrive in here. Catching on, and there we're going fishing, but yeah, no, stop it. Like on there, like the fishing canceled.
Yeah, but it's like the trip is over. The lake is indeed closed, and now Lurry is going to try to find his way around this anyway.
Catching on the Wild Assault. Follow up on the switch over here. Back in the corner you go here. Throwing out a couple items. Get the big, again, a 5K, like the counter on that. Going to get a follow-up with the 2K in there and a nice little perfect to change it. Lurry is not out of it.
Yep, Lurry is showing that they deserve to be here on the winner side of things. Showing that they are not out of it just yet here. But MFCR is trying to cancel not only those hosted dreams of Lurry, but also silence the crowds of North Carolina.
Going in. We're back and back turned here. One more time. Goes in. First time we've seen the pile driver.
The down reactions working against Lurry here. The pile driver didn't do it. Just going to shake his head in the agony. We don't even have to look at the super to know it's going to kill. And MFCR is going to advance on to winner's quarters to try to qualify for top 24 on the winner's side.
Yeah, definitely some really good reactions from Lurry alongside, kind of keeping up the mix, like not only just in the mix in terms of items and the luck there, but keeping up the ground like in there with going in, canceling out with a lot of the RC, going into like 2K, getting those hits in there where it matters. And they're like, it just seemed like a lot of things, or especially early on, were just not going the way. Deflect Shield worked a couple of times, but you had like a very unfortunate reaction at the very beginning where Deflect Shield pushed you back in the corner. MFCR just had the entire way.
Yeah, it's like the moment that MFCR gets just even an inch of space, you already know that it's going to be an incredible display after that. Like, just he's just correct. Like, I don't really know if there's a way to really describe MFCR's playstyle other than that he's just right. Like, the things he's doing.
They may pull out the secondary controller. Maybe they only play Potemkin on that. It's like, hold on.
Oh yeah, like let's see. Ed's thing looks like a little different. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, Kara. Oh no, stop.
Yeah.
I'm like no.
Yeah.
No Karas. You're not nice. Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. No, there's a secret. The secret to a good button check is it's secretly the slam dunk contest. You gotta show off all your best moves. Like it's like, oh, I'm on stream. Hold on, I got something for that.
Oh, 100%. I mean, listen, I am also a pop button checker. Like,
okay.
I thought, you see, since nobody knows who I am, it's always great to go into a match and just go for like, you know what, like I'm just gonna go just do one frame links for the one time and just do the one frame links and the button check. Let's play Bridget.
Yeah.
Don't play anyone remotely close to that. And then they're like, you know what? I got Godly. I got mixes.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, I know exactly here. But it looks like we got Happy Chaos versus Anji coming up here. Lucian on the Happy Chaos, Ed on the Anji.
Yep, Ed Venture has definitely solidified themselves as one of the best Anjis in NA. Doesn't really pop out to many online tournaments or many offline, to be honest. But when they show up, they do extremely well. As we see here, hasn't lost a set yet this entire weekend.
Yeah, immediately puts the curse on them, but not deterred. Uses the count, uses the parry on that, just to get like in them, like forcing to push you the way with the burst from Lucian.
Uh-oh. Now you have no more methods of getting any sort of concentration. You have no bullets. This is the worst spot to be in if you're playing Happy Chaos here.
And Anji's one of those characters like, oh, I can keep up the pace here. I can make sure you can never reload again until the knockdown happens. Here we go. No, force the burst.
Oh, as you said there, just not making sure that they can't even reload it, excuse me. It's such a scary spot to be in when you have no bullets as HC, because you need to find an opportunity to reload, and if you don't, then you just get steamrolled here. As you can see from Adventure, putting on all the pressure the moment he recognized that Luke had 0 bullets, able to take this first round here.
Yeah, very strong start for Adventure here. Immediately setting up the clone in there. Got that stink on them. Gonna have to deal with that a little bit.
Yeah, it is looking crazy here for Adventure here. Optimal position here for Luke. Not even allowed to backdash there, but once again, no bullets. It's such a scary spot to be in.
I like that, using the instant air dash just to get out of there, get away from the clone, and kind of get a clean shot. You got the roll ready for it, though. Gets the throw on there afterwards, and like I said, the butterfly gets a little bit of action on the 2P on there afterwards, and now we're playing with the fans, going to low, and kind of keeping you guessing.
Oh, that Anji box is one of the scariest spots to be in the game. Like, all of his moves just do such a good job of counter-hitting you hard. As you can see, they're just utilizing the RC, closing out game number 1 here, but one of the things you have to notice about Adventure's gameplay is he's just so clean in the neutral game.
Yeah.
Like, every single one of his decisions feels so calculated that the moment that he gets a hit, it's like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of was expecting it to be like that.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, that's a scenario. Hold on, let me load that file up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, like we kind of knew that this was going to be here regardless.
Okay, we're stuck in the corner here. Does get Lucian does get a couple hits in there, get enough to get the curse on there, and tries to go in with the wild assault on after. But the throw in there, one more throw for the road here. Are we going to do another one? No, we're just going to go in to play the guessing game. The YRC to get off in there, but ready for it. The fish comes out.
Oh yeah, like the fish, and Norcal would call him Javante. I think it's just such an awesome name for him, but he's just such a menace, especially into that spot here. As you can see, just putting in so much work makes the potential of spin so much better.
Yeah, goes in already forward with the 2S before anything could even begin here. Opportunity City for Lucian here. Just goes ahead and continues with the wild assault there just to get a little bit of extra damage.
And we're going to get that cog up. Get plenty of more shots in the chamber, but you got to get some bolts to match it. Ends up getting them, and great blocks from Adventure. No one is ready for tap test number 2 here, and now the hard knockdown is going to give Lucian a very optimal position here.
It canceled out there. Adventure's been ready for a lot of these blocks here.
No.
But, oh!
I feel like the fumbling animation was just so perfect there. Just the idea of like, oh no, like I was doing so well, I was so in the zone, and now I'm on the back foot here. Like, yeah, just incredible job, Arceus, with the animations. But look at the damage that Lucian's going to take here just off of that one fumble.
Yeah, canceled it out there to go ahead and get some extra damage on there as the wall is busted down. Chris Jericho style goes in.
What?
Very important because that was just enough damage to go in there with the throw and get that guaranteed kill in there. Adventure up 2-0 so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking outstanding here for Adventure. Got to see what Lucian has in the tank because realistically, this is looking like the Adventure show. Maybe go with the new color once again, as you said. You definitely want to go ahead, choose a new color, get the mental all nice and refreshed.
Yeah, I feel like not enough people go back to the character select screen and just think about like what happened because that was pretty quick overall. Was able to get something started with the Happy Chaos in there, was like especially like early on in the round start, but not able to continue it, not able to continue the flow in there. Like Adventure was able to get back and like it's like, oh, I'm gonna maintain control. I'm going to use a couple of the options from the spin you haven't seen yet. We only saw the fish once, for example.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is about that spin is going to open up opportunities to get Fujin going, too. Like, not only do you threaten the potential of the fish, but you also threaten the potential of, you know what, I'm just going to do the spin, make you think I'm going to spin at you, make you do nothing, and then force you to block one of these Fujin options.
Yeah, no, it's a very scary situation to be, and I understand.
Let's see here. Maybe we're just getting the song changed up.
Oh, yeah.
As we saw, Lucian is also a own music enjoyer. So, you know, sometimes I feel like the song power-up is one of the most powerful power-ups in FGC.
I have definitely switched the song on there, and I've went through like 3 rounds in Strive itself and like switching over. It's like, okay, yeah, that was the song. That was like sometimes, yeah, sometimes you gotta play Storyteller.
Oh yeah, it's like, listen, you gotta get a banger up there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you're not playing the bangers on the Strive soundtrack, and if you're not even playing the bangers that come with the other soundtracks as well, then what are you doing? Like,
exactly.
they give you the opportunity to choose. You just gotta go for it.
But here we go. We're back at it in here. Adventure up like on that set point here. Going to follow, continue up with the spin, and they're back dashing on the 2S. They are already, canceled out the spin early to go into the follow-up options here, and you're stuck in the corner. Does the hits with the clone, Lucian is immediately back on that. The butterfly comes out to play there like a little bit, but it's still Adventure all the way, all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's even more exemplified by the fact that Lucian does not like to give himself all that concentration all that often. Like, it feels like whenever Lucian has some sort of a lead, he gets there by, they get there by exhausting all of their resources. And by doing so, they are not putting themselves in a good spot, especially against Anju.
Gets out the gun here, kind of going in with the low. One more time, there's that 5D, the tap 5D coming out. Tries to go for it again, but too far away. Adventure has an opportunity.
Wow, the spin catching the YRC there was definitely not something I had on the bingo card. But you know what? It's going to be a really nice option there for Ed. And this is going to be even nicer. Look at the damage that's going to get tacked on here.
Yeah, goodbye to that middle part of your life bar. It is gone, gone, gone.
One more touch here. Not only to do it, but one more chance here to take the entire set.
Has a full stick of butter to work with here, but doesn't even need that. Just goes in. That's it.
Yep, not even going to need to look at this anymore. A clean 3-0 sweep for Adventure as they continue on the winner side.
Yeah, that was, like you said earlier, you said it best, the Adventure show was happening.
It's just, it's like there's nothing really to talk about in terms of, it just feels like Luch just honestly got shut down. Like, a lot of the things that they wanted to really do weren't necessarily working, and when they're not working on HC, it gets really hard to get the momentum back.
Yeah, definitely saw like Lucian like kind of thinking back. It's like we saw more use of the clone, which I think was a good idea. Was able to kind of get a couple hits on there, but unfortunately was a little bit too late at that point.
100%. I mean, it's just one of those sad cases where it's like, all right, like on HC, especially against a character like Anji, you not only have to make no mistakes, you have to get pretty good reads going as well. Just because of the nature of Anji's kit and the nature of spin and how it functions, you need to be able to not only get all of your play down extremely like squeaky clean, but you also need to make sure that you're guessing correctly.
Yeah, it is a tenacious scenario to have to be in, especially when Adventure was like being able to throw out the butterfly in there, get rid of the clone in there, and just gotta go in and continue playing the game that they were playing.
100%. I mean, shout out to Luke though. I mean, you already know that you're gonna go ahead and see them on the loser side of things. There is a lot of Guilty Gear to be played on that loser side.
So much.
It's very scary Guilty Gear. Let it be known. I mean, the thing is that the loser side is absolutely insane, but there is still a fighting chance. Like, you are still have potential to get into that top 24, into that coveted top cut.
Yeah, there's still like. Not aware. This is a boy plays Potemkin. Cheerio, as you've seen earlier, plays Gold Lewis here. So a lot of character on the screen a lot of the time.
I gotta say, one of the things that I feel like is so impressive about this display is that one of these players plays arguably top one, and one of these players has won a very large tournament.
Yes.
And they're not the same player. A boy went on one of the most insane runs that I've ever seen, outside of like maybe the Snake Eyes Texas Showdown run, to win TNS 9 with Potemkin.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those like you're like looking at the corner of my eye as that was happening. It's like, oh, wait, we're in what This is Grand.
It's like,
wow.
What is he doing in Grands? It's Leo. You know,
Yeah.
Leo should be fine. Why does he have the Hokage vest on? Like, what's going on here?
Definitely a boy, like, not to be deterred, like, Potemkin, just another scary character in the right hands, as a boy has shown time and time again here. But we're going through a button check a little bit, trying to make sure everything is copacetic here.
Yeah, make sure all those buttons are checked and ready to go. The only person in this venue allowed to button check on Potemkin is a boy, so utilizing that here.
Is that the rule? Is that like? Is that?
Oh yeah, it's like you have to win a major on pot in order to button check.
Okay,
all right. That's what the code says. I don't know. I respect
it. I respect it. Yeah, it's like you got to show your chops.
All right, though we are gonna see. We should see the Gold Lewis. Like I said, like there's absolutely zero chance to see the bike in here, but of course, gotta pick the song.
Yeah.
Gotta see the song selection here.
Yeah, what are you picking? Okay, Just Lean. Okay.
You know what?
All right.
We can work with that. We can work with Just Lean.
Okay. Yeah, but there it goes. Like kind of highlight on screen. They're talking through each other, trying to. I think they're just showing like how little of the stage we're going to see between these two characters alone.
That has to be what they're talking about. Like you're gonna see it. It's just like absurd how large both these characters are. Like. I don't know. I haven't seen a character that's covered up the health bar in a long time. It has to have been since maybe Wald. I think Wald is the last character.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Big boy Wald.
All right, immediately getting the start on there. Getting, like, kind of the knockdown. Holding it back here. Like, it's hard to approach. Like, a boy wants to kind of, like, play that medium, like, a mid-range game a little bit. Like, being able to use 6H and use those, like, a bit, like, longer buttons in there. Get away from what Cheerio could do up close and personal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is, despite how much damage both these characters do, it's easily going to be the slowest matchup of this entire bracket so far. Just because of the fact that neither player, and especially neither character, really wants to make a mistake.
Yeah, but as soon as we say that, a lot of damage happens really quickly with the Gerudo impact with the guaranteed Potemkin Buster afterwards on here, but throwing out the Behemoth Typhoon in the air, canceling out to the PRC.
Oh, tries to go for something cheeky there. In the back, that's going to get caught by Cheerio. OTG should kill, but they're not even going to go for it. Cheerio had a chance. I mean, the boy had a chance there, but he's going to get shut down immediately. First blood going to Cheerio.
Goes in again. The jump does make it to great effect here from Cheerio. Caught on the backdash with Behemoth Typhoon. You're stuck in the corner here. You're going to have to deal with the extra chip damage on there. But yeah, you get the follow up. You get that little piece of armor with going in on the charge in.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Not using the very predictable flick there, and just goes for the reset. Oh, it doesn't even reset. That's insane. It just go ahead and combo instead.
Yeah, able to goes in with the on the ground damage here. Like was caught on there with the down with the system there, forcing the deflect shield on there. Yeah, the PRC and the Potemkin Buster.
Nah, that was insane. Goes utilizing the deflect shield distance to his advantage, which is something that I never thought I could be able to say for a pop player.
Yeah, like it's the equivalent like all the way across the screen. Thanks to the modern technology, we can bring the Potemkin Buster to anyone in the U.S. at any time.
Yeah, it's like God bless the internet, man. Like, who would have known that this would have been its purpose?
Canceled out. Yeah, you going ahead, use the mirror in there to keep you in the corner a little bit more. Gerudo impact for Gerudo impact. Follow up one more time. Chip down that health.
Oh my God, the defense out here from Cheerio and taking their turn back with the White Wild Assault. The one time where a White Wild Assault is earned, and you know what? I could say it was damn earned at that.
Gets a little bit of distance in there, so I'm trying to bait out a button in there. Going to follow it, yeah, flick a little bit further away. And I like that from a boy. Realize when it saw the drone coming out, made it go away immediately. But we're going to get hit with the mirror one more time. Going to break that wall.
Ooh, honestly, that might be one of the better opportunities to actually get hit by that super, because as you can see, you have a chance to build your burst back and not able to get that combo. Oh no. A bit more chip damage should do it, or that big old 5H just waving goodbye to your health bar, waving goodbye to that first game as the boy is able to take it.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth between those two players in this battle.
Yeah, it's that's what I was expecting for sure. Just the fact that that was only the first game, despite how quickly these matches have been going, is a testament to how slow the matchup really is. You need to make sure that your one opportunity counts in this set.
Yeah, boy did get the gold burst, as got a little bit of extra meter alongside of it now, but you're having to deal with, you're using a lot of that for shield on there, getting the push away, so you're losing a lot as you go and trying to deal with this Cheerio advance.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's looking like a boy has got it under control, though. Now you've just got to actually hit Cheerio with Potemkin, which is a task that has proven much more difficult than expected, but a boy's able to do it with ease there, able to take another round and put that on the board.
Yeah, that is like kind of playing, like catching on the backdash a little bit there. Getting the tech on the grab, throwing out the drone here. You gotta respect it. Kind of get the flash, the flick on there just to throw it back as a projectile.
One head once again with the far slash.
A little bit of on it, cancel out in the Garuda impact. You're gonna have to deal with all the chip. Yeah, the cancel out the PRC, being a little bit cheeky, getting that extra damage for it, and you still have a Garuda impact to go.
Yeah, I love that setup so much. Goes for the 6K, knows just to respond with block, any good player does. But the thing is that when you have the meter on deck, you can get much more damage than you initially bargained for.
Goes in, Behemoth Typhoon, you're going to have to force the block on that. Yeah, I like that option from a boy using the defense shield, but got hit on there afterwards. Now have to jump, like does the move over to jump over that, but now the drone stays in the corner for a little bit longer. You get the damage, and the extra drone is going to help.
Yeah, I mean, just such good awareness there from Cheerio, recognizing the fact that even though that move looks the way it does, it's still only -6. So you are allowed to get a true punish there with whichever crouching normal is fastest for you. Able to utilize that with perfection here. And now catching the invincibility frames of the Super PRC here. Once again, just it really feels like Cheerio is so well versed in this matchup.
Yeah, we are sweeping the floor and getting all the dirt off of it while we get this extra damage here, busting on there. And that, I was wondering about that because, like with guts and all that, but it was definitely a kill, tying it up 1-1.
Yep, that was just going to be an easy kill there. Oh my God, I'm just looking out here at the crowd, like just so much activity out here at CEO.
Yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying the stream wherever you are here. Oh, yeah, even if you're in the building enjoying it alongside here, just hoping you're having a good time here. Like a boy is happening with this Potemkin Buster here. The gold burst from Cheerio.
Oh, I mean, the boy's been having the time of his life, I'm sure. I feel like if you play pot, you have to be, because otherwise you're going to be a pretty miserable person.
Goes in and get the flick on there. Doesn't get the follow-up, unfortunately, on there. But yeah, the wild assault.
How did that not kill? Goes for the safe jab. I like that. Making sure that there is no opportunity for Gold Lewis to do anything there. A boy is just playing such a solid game plan here. It is all working right in his favor.
Yeah, catches, use a little bit of armor to get the knockdown and get like a little bit closer. Garuda impact does make its mark. You're stuck in the corner. You're going to have to deal with this Potemkin Buster.
Oh boy, here comes the Lings. A boy is just so good at them. Just the execution is always there for a boy. Always making sure that every hit counts as much as it possibly can.
Okay, yep, you're having to deal with it, like hold it down there, like deal with the last little bit with the Garuda impact, but catching on that, we got some like hits in there with the 2P, switching over to the other side.
That air IB was so sick. Not only kept them close, but made sure that they fell even faster, making that throw even more. It's like giving that throw even more potential there. Absolutely outstanding here for Cheerio as they try to close out this last round. One more scenario to do it.
Have to use that faultless defense in there. Just get it. Oh, you cannot escape from that. The wild assault does hit from all the angles. If you think you can jump, you cannot.
Oh my gosh, one more here. Gotta see who is gonna get the advantage here in this set.
Goes in like backdash in there, holding it down, trying to like avoid the free guard crush you a boy gets from those pratfalls.
Here we go. Oh, the dash out could spell trouble, and it does. Getting put right into the heat knuckle. Oh, the walk down. It's so scary here. Pod's walking animation.
Yeah, catches on the jump there. Gets a little bit of flick here. There it is. Getting tried and true damage on there on the counter hit.
Oh, yeah, good blocks out here from Cheerio once again. Pod defense has been so stellar so far, but you need to be able to make it count, especially here in these opportunities.
Catching on the sweep in there. Has enough time to get a little bit of on the ground damage.
The backdash, and now it's only going to be one more touch here. Such a scary spot, though. While Wild Soul is on the table for a boy, you cannot let anything go here if you're Cheerio, and he does it, denying the round win and the game win for a boy.
Yeah, I had access to like a positive. I had a lot of the resources on their side there just to like finish off the plate there. That's 2-1 now.
One more game here. Cheerio is hungry, trying to get into that top 24 on the winner's side, proving themselves in TNS's own territory, but also a boys' territory as well. Just go straight for that Potemkin Buster. A boy's playing angry now.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was like, you know what? I'll show you what I can do here. Keep it up. Big counter there, forcing the burst out from Cheerio. Thunderbird comes out to play, shooting down. Enough to get there. The deflect shield. A lot of resources being used very quickly.
Goes into the grab once again. The boys just playing so solidly here. The defense is on point, and the offense is even more on point, though, just being able to crack through that FD here. One more round for a boy, but one more game here for Cheerio.
Yeah, like that little bit of a pause in there just to make sure it's like I'm gonna like hold it down there, just get with the 5D, just change it with a different option there.
Getting the drone out. On the forehand with it. Oh, breaking the armor. And now this could spell trouble for a boy.
Yeah, catches on the back dash there. Get the follow-up there. Yeah, canceling out. Oh, the armor just goes. Very smart decision from a boy. And they're going for Hammerfall, go with the armor there afterwards because realize that Cheerio was going to hit a button.
Oh, I like that awareness there for both of these players. Here we go. It's time for more Garuda pressure.
Yeah, holding down back. They're like stopping it, but you still get hit by the drone.
Yeah, like, I mean, especially against Pot, this is just such a scary spot. You have no way to deal with the meaty drone. You have no way to deal with the meaty coffin, and now it's looking like you are going to be dead.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, but like with the extra damage from the wall there, we see the slash on the screen, and Cheerio is on set point.
Yep, one more round here for Cheerio to go ahead and advance on the top 24 on the winner's side. Even though there are more chances for these players in losers, you want to be on the winner's side, giving you just one more set afterwards to qualify for the top 8.
Yeah, we're getting the splat down here. Cheerio just holding down back, not falling forward. Try to go in for the jump D, like just to see if anything would approach here, but you still have to deal with the drone. Drone does make its mark.
He gets caught out of whatever attempt that we're trying to do. Cheerio is catching every single backdash here, and it's proving treacherous here for a boy. Only a couple more interactions before they're sent down to losers.
Now, catches once again on the backdash here, all the way into the corner. One more touch, it's all going to be the deflect shield. Cancel out the VR. The correct option. Yeah. Realized at that moment there, was just like, it's like, I don't need to see the rest of that. I know how it ends. I've read this story before.
Oh, yeah. It's like, listen, I don't need to have my controller plugged in to know that next Behemoth Typhoon is on its way. But the one thing that we do know is on their way is that Andre, a.k.a. Cheerio, is on his way to top 24 winner's side.
Yeah, I definitely, a boy, like, definitely looked disappointed in that presence on there, but, like, still a good show. Was getting caught with a lot of backdashes, especially from, like, against, like Cheerio with, like, throwing out the Behemoth Typhoon, trying to get away from a lot of the damage, and it just, like, a lot of the drone pressure coming in. It seemed like just a lot of extra damage from that.
Yeah, the drone is always going to be a bit of a problem for Potemkin because the definitive answer is just, you know what, go ahead, flick it. If you flick it, it goes away, you get a projectile. That usually seems to be the best option. But the moment that any goalless player says, you know what, I know that this is what you want to do, let me just go ahead and do some options that just go ahead and beat that flick.
Yeah.
Then you start to run into some problems. And then when you run into those problems, layers 3 and onwards just do not look good for you as the pop.
No, not at all.
Yeah, man, it's like we honestly have been going through some pretty incredible matches here. And this one is looking like this one could be a good one.
We are continuing on. Didn't we say earlier all killer no filler on this?
Not a single bit.
Yeah, this is like now we got ourselves Leffen versus Marvello coming up on here.
Oh, this is gonna be one for the ages. I mean, listen, Leffen is famous or infamous, depending on who you talk to, throughout the entirety of 1v1 games, right? Like, and all the Smash, all the platform fighters, Rivals, Tekken, like just all of the aspects of this genre, Leffen is there, and Leffen has made his impact one way or another. Marvello also making his impact on a lot of games, particularly Marvel and Guilty Gear Strive here in the Florida region.
Yeah, definitely have been enjoying like Marvello's play in Strive here. We're going in with the button check here. I see the chip on the screen here, but kind of seeing like Leffen, no surprise, keeping with the happy chaos, has kept with that character. Like that was the character that won them Evo.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, listen, regardless of what you think, or regardless of what you know, or how you feel about their play, like nothing can deny an Evo trophy. That is one of the crowning achievements of anyone who has ever played a fighting game.
Absolutely, absolutely here. We are, but like the button check is done. They're adjusting the screen. They're getting everything ready. And here we go into the set.
Let's get it. I know I'm excited. If you are excited, you're already going to stick around here. We're going to have Leffen, TSM's very own, versus 9 Moons Marvello here. This is the fight for Florida right now. Marvello trying to defend that home turf.
Already blocking on that Marvello, the first chip we've seen on this block here. Already, like, you got the stink on them, you got hit with the curse in there, like, and giving Kappa Chaos Leffen that advantage.
Oh, yeah, it's like, I mean, Leffen is just getting into an incredible start here. All business, it looks like, for this Leffen Happy Chaos. Just wasting no time here, just trying to kill every single aspect of Marvello's offense that he possibly can.
Yeah, going in with the low. Here comes the gun. Uses the BRC to kind of play up the mixing game on there, but Marvello gets a good block in there. We're back into neutral territory.
Uh-oh, in neutral territory, we were in for, you know, as quick as the eye can see, because right now it's looking like it's Marvello's advantage and a good amount of damage to end things off here as well.
Yeah, Leffen does have advantage on the resources for both burst and meter here. Kind of going in. YRC, get off me. Just got it just in time in there, but the command grab!
One more opportunity here, goes for the gold burst.
Goes in there, like, could be potential on that
burst.
Smart decision to get away the clone and get away from that last little bit of hit damage. Like, it's all for nothing now at this point. Tries to go in for the touch on there with the 2L, but goes in, gets the sweep.
No bullets over here for Leffen. I mean, resources have just been the curtain call or you know, the show opener here for our Happy Chaos players. Every single time that they are lagging in those resources, it's looking like their opponent knows, and especially when you are at a tournament that's this stacked, at a cut that's this high, you already know that anyone you're playing against knows how to deal with a Happy Chaos with no bullets and no concentration.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst spot for a Happy Chaos player to be in there. But right now, we do have Leffen is maintaining control. Does break the wall with the Deus Ex Machina. Has full reload of bullets on their own thing, and going to probably take this round. Yeah, doesn't chooses to save the burst, understandably.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, Marvello, when you're on chip, you cannot afford to throw away your burst like that.
Everything counts.
Knowing that there's a much higher chance of Leffen taking away, Leffen winning that round than not, you know, you just got to hang on to it and use that burst in a much more prime opportunity here.
Yeah, the guard crush coming out to play half. There's that burst coming out here. Already on the lower half of the life bar here. Going to go ahead and get the extra damage on there for, get that positive bonus in there. Just goes for the throw, and that is all for that first match in there. Leffen getting it.
Such a smart sequence from Leffen. I mean, the thing is, like, when you already have the clone fast PRC, knowing that you are able to recognize whichever option is there, like that's very uni-like to me. You know, it's like just being able to set up an option and know that you get some time to kind of take in the roses and see what really is going on the screen. It really is such a good idea, especially when you have 50 to burn.
Yeah, exactly here. We're going back. It's the war of the lows here. Everyone's trying to get their lows on the side first here. Leffen going to take the advantage. He hits the corner and goes in for the Deus Ex Machina, understandably, to finish off this round as you please.
Yep, it's like that should be more than enough. I mean, the health from Chip cannot be overstated. Like, it's just this character does not have much to work with. Goes for the J2K there. And, you know, going to force out a burst from Leffen immediately. Doesn't even want to get this offense started in the slightest.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be trouble, though. One bullet could be more than enough. When you're already in a disadvantaged state, it could be scary here.
Yeah, it does, like building up a little bit of concentration, but you're having to deal with Marvello with, like, a full health bar and a big counter coming into play. They're going to get the follow-up all the way into the wall. Yeah, going to catch that, no problemo.
Yep, one more. It's like it's going to look like one more touch here. Also, Itchy, not too much health to work with, and it does with a good amount of ease here. Going to be tied up in the round count once again, but will Marvello be able to close this one out?
You know, the immediate like dash block on there. Going to get hit on the follow-up. You're back in the corner here. Not a chance to get anything started, but gets hit with the overhead, forces the burst out of there. A little far, not too far away, but gets the roll on there with the 2S.
Goes for the concentration. It's like he's going to go for the concentration. Goes for the bullet reload. Leffen wants to be armed and dangerous going into this wall break scenario.
And definitely, like, this is very, very bad territory for Marvello to be in. For next hit will, like, matter. Goes ahead, sets up the clone. Not a care. I like that, using the multiple hits of the down jumping kick in there just to get away the clone and still maintain their turn.
I like that, saying, you know what, if you want to sit here under the clone, you better be ready for a flurry of feet right now. Marvello is going to close it out. It is 1-1 right now. This is potentially be a crazy upset.
Now, this is, I mean, already a crazy match so far.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we are in the midst of crazy.
2 games in, and it's already looking like one of the matches of the tournament so far. So much adaptation in just 2 games.
Yeah, already, like, put the curse on them. Cancel out, get a little bit of concentration on there. The switch out to the roll does make its mark here. Going to fire that gun all the way. Deus Ex Machina to get the damage and reload.
Oh, yeah, it's like, but no, not quite the wall break here. Wants to return to neutral against the chip. Oh, good throw there. Again, no defensive options here. For Happy Chaos, especially with no meter to work with. It's such a scary spot.
I like that from Leffen, being able to just throws out the gun there. Oh yeah, trying to catch out the clone, but Marvello with the YRC there just to like get it away there.
Oh, the backdashes are coming out here. Tries to go for the throw. Not gonna quite be enough, and the OTG to kill there. It was looking scary there with the lack of bullet, the lack of concentration, but Leffen is able to close that round out now.
Yeah, medium like that switches over, get the jump dust on there, a little bit of damage here, but now the stop and go traffic from Marvello finding its way onto the interstate as we get in with his jump in afterwards.
Oh yeah, it's like didn't think they were gonna have the meter for that. Using the plus for us to just go ahead and RC out of it. Oh my goodness, we are going here once again. One more touch here. Good confirm.
Nope.
And not even gonna let Leffen use the burst here. Just gonna go ahead and close out the round once again.
Yeah, doesn't even care at this point. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have burst in here. What? Like, let's see what happens here at this point here. Still has plenty of damage. Work with.
Throw. Man, all these throws on these rolls are just denying that option, which is already looking huge here for Marvello.
Catches on there, gets the counter on the low here. Follow up, Marvello getting knocked down. Try to go for it on the jump in here. Leffen does have a little bit of like meter to work with for an overdrive here. Catches on it with the kick for the cologne here, but again thrown out of the vein. Cancels out to the RC.
I love that. I mean, the solution that all of the top players have devised for dealing with clone is use your fastest jump cancel or normal.
Yeah.
And just let the jump cancel rock here. And the 6S is going to kill, though. 2-1 for Leffen. Plenty of damage on that last combo. But we're seeing some good stuff from both players. This one can still swing either way.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like we're going back to the character select screen. I don't anticipate any changes here. We're probably going to think about that a little bit. Maybe change the color. Maybe try to adjust here. But it's been fiercely back and forth between these two competitors.
Yeah, honestly, the way that I'm looking at it, I mean, you just need to make sure that you have your bearing straight, regardless of whether that's color, whether that's song, whether that's the song you're listening to in your headphones. Like, you need to make sure that all of those aspects are down pat.
Yeah.
Because this match is just so important. Top 24 is just such a great spot to be in, especially on the winner's side. You don't want to let any of that opportunity slip.
No, absolutely not. Like, you are, like, this is like you still have that side, but like either player going into the losers potentially, but you want to be on top as you go along to get that more advantageous spot here.
I was going to say, the fact that either of these players are going to end up in losers this early is just so nuts. Goes for the burst bait here. That should be big damage, but not sure if that's going to kill. Going to give it a proper shot, though. Is the wall going to be enough? And it's not quite. One more touch here for Leffen.
No, like the wall.
Oh, what?
Canceled out with a perfect at the end there.
What?
Crowd going a little insane over that.
Nah. I'm taking the headset off, man. Like, what is that? Like, because Alexa says same side, everyone and their mama was guessing on the cross-up, but then just goes and hits them same side. That's how you know that Leffen has seen what this character can do. Because the moment anything new pops up, he is put on his back heel here, as he is with this health bar as well.
Yeah, definitely taking that little break, coming into handy here. Leffen trying to get some like step up here, but ready for the throw here. Cancel off the RC, waiting for the burst, but does get hit by it.
You still have the curse on. You have to be oh so careful with everything that's given to you. Leffen is just trying to close out this round here. It could be huge here. This positive bonus is already going to be nice as well, giving themselves plenty of burst and plenty of meter back regardless of the outcome.
Yeah, Chip does have access to burst, has a little bit of tension, goes ahead and uses the PRC, waits it out, trying to wait out for a button there, but he goes in, gets the RC.
And
there's that burst.
For the burst.
The hero burst.
Oh, this is a scary spot. And the tap dust is going to go ahead. Now we're sitting here one round apiece. Marvello thought they could close it out there. No burst on either side, though, so realistically, the economy isn't looking too bad for either player.
Yeah, catches on it, going in for a throw. You're back in the corner here. Gets a little bit of on the ground damage.
Oh, man. It's like the one thing that you have to note here is that Marvello has been doing such a good job of dodging the reticle, but Leffen has been adapting his timings, adapting the way that he approaches buttons in neutral to make sure that that reticle is locked on every time.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to like reload, get a couple extra bullets as he gets into damage and break that wall here. Marvello looking to survive on here, but getting those hits in where they count here. Goes ahead to use super. We're going back there. We need to go back. I forgot my wallet.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it feels like when I leave my fights against the 24-hour venue, you gotta go right on back. Goes for the YRC though. This could be scary here.
Yeah. Extremely scary that day. Yes, Ex Machina coming out to play. That is definitely it.
Gonna kill for sure. Leffen breathing a sigh of relief, you know, was definitely put on the back foot like they weren't expecting. Great stuff from Marvello, but Leffen is just able to show why they are on the top of the game right now.
Yeah, Marvello was like, I kind of like took it easy a little bit. I kind of went there and I played a rush down game that like Leffen was not prepared for in that final one. But immediately afterwards, the round after, where we were starting seeing it's back to like how it was that game one, where like Leffen was in there, was kind of getting the block punish. Marvello was doing a pretty good job blocking, but Leffen was getting the upper advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Leffen was just, I don't know, he was doing such a good job, but I feel like both players were doing so well in this matchup. I mean, when you look at the way that Marvello was able to navigate around Happy Chaos's options, was able to navigate around all like the defensive options, he threw every single roll, note that. Like, it feels like he had all the pieces in place, but it just came down to those really small decisions, those micro decisions that ended up giving Leffen the upper edge.
Yeah, like we saw, especially in there. If Leffen didn't have access to burst in that final match here, we would probably still be talking about the set. Actually, but I had that use that burst in there and like changed over and got the next got the round.
Yep, and as we go next, once again, it is looking like our time is up here. Our top 24 is slowly getting set, and we are going to leave you in the most capable hands. But in the meantime, take some time to get your breath or get a Red Bull if you need to get that heart pumping. It has been Avian and Risky Sweep. It has been a pleasure of a time, my good sir.
It's been fantastic.
It's like, absolutely. I would have to agree for sure. But don't go anywhere. We've got plenty more Guilty Gear action here heading up to our top 8.
See you soon.
Outdone yourselves. This is the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
I'm him, Bison. I wrote the song in like 2 days. New levels of power, been inspired from a new place. Think I'm holding my breath, how I keep the blue face. So ahead of my time, I do new in a new way. I'm so advanced with rhymes, if this was school, I skip like 2 grades. Hater soft as Duncan Hines, op sweet as a souffle.
ultimate video game retailer, carrying the largest selection of physical video games. Visit dustygame.com and follow them for all the latest rounds of titles, deals, collectible merch, and much more. Arc Shop US, the official merchandise store for all things Arc System Works. Visit their web store for premium merchandise, including desk mats, plushies, keychains, pins, and much more. Visit arcshopus.com for the full selection. Launching in early 2025, Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate is a stunning remaster of the classic side-scrolling action game, now with 8-player cross-platform online play. Pre-order the Ultimate Collector's Edition today.
Hello everyone, welcome back, and it is time for top 24 of Guilty Gear Strive here, CEO. Dude, 24-8 now. 7 p.m. we're going to go into the top 8. A lot of action to go. Finishing all today, Proxy and King Jobber. What could be better?
It has been such a crazy tournament as well. As you all know, this is a ARC World Tour Gold event, meaning that there are a lot of points on the line for these players. We've already seen some heartbreaks happen. Some really strong players get sent to losers in crazy sets.
Yes.
But we have to narrow it down to our
Up first.
Up against Blood Saiyan. Bro, the names this weekend, I mention this every time, the names this weekend have been crazy here on Guilty Gear. But, you know, speaking of characters that we want to see in the game, I think Jonathan Tene would like to see Zato back in the game. So hopefully he gets that wish with the new balance patch.
We did get to see some Zato in pools, and it was actually doing pretty well. It's just, again, when we saw the character, the hardest part is that obviously once you lose Eddie, things are a mess, and you have to spend basically every single time you have 50 meter, you are spending it for sword to get Eddie back. Is the current situation, which sucks. You just don't have access to this character. Zato can't RC, because if he RCs, then he's locked out of Eddie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really difficult, right? Because you have to have that good Eddie pressure, and then it's, do I use sword or do I RC to just try and go to some kind of a mix-up? But, of course, Jonathan Tene has made the swap over to Soul now.
Yes.
Soul is a very strong character, especially in the hands of Tene here. Going to be going up against Blood Saiyan's Happy Chaos.
See how he's able to work this out right off the start. Tries to go for the 2S and closing the distance with the far slash. A couple bullets whiffed, but things are okay so far.
Yeah, slow and steady here for Jonathan Tene. Not getting too aggressive, just trying to kind of, you know, measure things up. See what Blood Saiyan is going to be doing here in neutral, how they're going to navigate. Able to score the throw into the OTG, of course, set up the curse.
I like that in the first situation where you get into a strike, though. Jonathan just takes the throw. Reasonable. Just take your damage. Get some data. We find that low into the revolver all the way to the corner already.
Oh, denying the super dash there with that BRC and clean it DP right through the wall. Jonathan Tene turning this round around in a big way.
2K2D goes for the burst. Plenty of meter, though. And he's just going to send Revolver, whether it's Revolver or Vortex. 100 meters for Soul there. He's going to do something aggressive. He can be as hasty as he'd like to be there.
Exactly. We talk a lot about open world character, right? He has so many different options just to engage with the player and to route out of any stray hit.
We were just talking about it in the crowd, too. I mean, Soul is just like, he's fun and interesting in every version of himself. There's no not interesting Soul.
There's always some unique mechanic that he gets in one of these Guilty Gear games, but he's going to get the Tyrant Ray through the wall. Hard knockdown. Tene looking to try and close out game number 1 here.
Dash up and tap the FD. YRC buy some room. Wild Assault for the quick little reload, and we get the roll. This is an opportunity here.
Yeah, it doesn't have the mirror to get the Deus Ex or to get a hard knockdown, so we just have to go for the 6S Sucker Punch.
Nice block. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Recovers fast enough. Deflect Shield gets some room. Spends the rest of his HP on this last clone. The final bastion of defense.
At this point, you can use clone as much as you want, right? It can't kill you, so might as well send it out. And there it is! Using it to block the Bandit Bringer. And now, we should be going into Deus Ex here to refill our bullets. Absolutely we do, but the question is, are we close enough to the wall to get the wall break? And we are.
Oh, hard knockdown. This is actually massive. That
because
sucks.
He jumped.
Yeah, it sucks.
Tene jumped, which sent him far back. He saw what Leffen did in the last game and said, I'm going to use that one to try and close it out.
Oh, dude, smart stuff on the showing here. Tene going to take the first one straight up with the Wild Assault and is able to get the full confirm. Forces the burst out of Blood Saiyan.
Yeah, and that's 2 for 2 on the command rolls, hitting their mark. Gets the meaty close slash 50 meter available. You know what's coming.
Deus Ex, as always, for the full reload. Focus looking pretty good as well. It's a really good spot as we get into it, and he's just going to go straight for the curse and backs thing up, but the YRC to get room.
Oh, 5H whiffing. That was huge. Right now, look at Jonathan Tene blocking here with the FD blinks, just trying to push Blood Saiyan out. Huge whip on the 5D, but it doesn't matter now when Chaos has bullets in the gun.
2K2D, that's great. Turnstile lands on the other side, but how are you going to turn this into tangible pressure? You need something. Got to find the hit somehow, but a whiff punish forces the burst.
Yeah, we're knocking at the front door. Second close slash is going to hit Raw. Didn't have any meter to do anything, but we got it this time. Decides not to spend it.
Yeah, holding that RC. Interesting choice and gets the trade. Normally that would be so soul favored, but he doesn't have life to cash in on it.
No, unfortunate there. And now we're at a situation here where Blood Saiyan is going to try to tie things up. Wants to make this a competitive set. And I love the in and out game that we're playing, right? We'll run in a little bit and then backdash to try and get Jonathan Tene to whiff something like a 5K, 2D, or a 6S.
That's nice block. Reaction time is good, but finally the low finds its mark.
Punching straight through the clone there, Mr. President. Get down. Time for another Deus Ex.
Okay, what comes next though? No RC, no burst. You have to be a little more tame than you'd like to be. Just gonna take aim.
Oh no! Yeah, we gotta spend our burst there. It's our last chance to stay alive. Would have been death with that confirm. But how are we gonna push forward through with this? Bloodstain down on resources. Of course, we still have 50 burst available, but that doesn't seem to matter. We can just go right into Super, close this out 1-1.
Yeah, Bloodstain doing a good job there, maintaining composure. Because Tene, I mean, a lot of times, Tene hasn't really put him in a spot to test him on whether or not he's going to send the second half of Revolver yet. So it's interesting that he sent it the first time we got into that situation.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We also haven't really done a whole lot of throw, right?
Yeah, 100%.
When it comes to strike throw, it's been all strike. Of course, you have access to your normal throw, but there is also wild throw, which Soul can combo off of with 50 meter. Miss our dust loop, but that's fine. Gets a pick up with the close slash.
I was ready for it. I got the Dust We Trust ready for it, but there's a throw. A little bit out of time. Revolver whiffs this time. No RC available.
All right, just jumping over. Oh, no! Stuck between a rock and a hard place. That is terrifying.
Yo, that clone is rock steady, by the way. He was just chilling.
That's a strong back.
I was about to say. Oh, you see the traps on this guy. Picks him up with a pull of the gun. Nice to get the wall stick. No hard knockdown, but that's okay. Still a huge advantage Bloodstain right now.
And the 2S hitting. Tene trying to be a hero with the burst. Ooh. Scary situation. We still have the 50 meter available. Any hit could decide it. Counter hit 2H. Gunflame feint. This is going to be huge, but will it kill?
Not quite enough. I think even with the guaranteed damage on the Shatter, a pixel of life still has burst. PRC's forward. Nice to get away!
Hit the clone. That is horrible. It was the right idea, too, to go for the DP like that to counter any poke, but Bloodstain already so quick with the scapegoat.
Oh, my God. Still to find the low straight away and baits out the DP again. Really good damage coming out of here. Deus Ex for the hard knockdown.
Tene didn't ask for this. Incoming mix up here from Bloodstain. Might just go ahead and set up the curse. That's what we've been doing, right? We've just been playing it safe and steady. We know that DP is a threat from Soul, so just set up the curse so we can get our gun locked on.
Okay, throws the dust this time. It's got to be time. It's finally time to lean into the throw. No, it's just going to be the strike. The double overhead finds its mark. RC board is good, but doesn't get much. Again, fakes the roll on that one. That is such a convincing fake, too, because you know as a player like Jonathan, even with the reaction time that he has, you cannot guess there. You do not have time. That's so sick from him to be able to sneak in the low.
Absolutely. But now Bloodstain up 2-1 here. Takes away a little bit of that burst with the wild assault. Sent all the way to the corner. How are we going to escape? Sends the burst. That's the start of it here. Goes low this time. We actually got a micro dash into the low as well.
And then just lands a close slash. Also is able to go through with the Fafnir. Not enough to kill, but things not looking good here. And closes the distance.
Yeah, Bloodstain after wall break has been consistently, even getting broken through the wall himself, as long as it's not a knockdown, has been just wanting to set up that curse or at least the scapegoat. So going for the BRC forward to slow things down was so smart on Tene's part.
Distance closed. Revolver right in the upside down. That ain't good. 2K2D Revolver double overhead finds the mark, baits the burst as well. Tene is back in it, and it's 2-2.
Oh, that blood might have been rushing to Saiyan's head here. But now we got a competitive set down to the wire.
Oh, I mean, Tene has been making the adjustments here. We still have not gone to the throw in strike throw yet.
That finally scares me.
It's got to happen eventually. He's saving it. There's no time to save for nationals though, dog. Game 5.
Wild throw is an option, just regular throw either.
Yeah. Anti-air with the gun, though. Good stuff for Sand. Crowd loves it, by the way.
The crowd cheering for Happy Chaos. Who would have thought? But here's the hard knockdown. Bloodstain going to set up the curse again. No, this time we decide to fake the run in, trying to bait out a DP there from Tene.
Got the throw, got the pickup. Should be able to take the kill off of this one. Yep, Deus Ex will do it. And I'm thinking UNF, University of North Florida. We got a hometown hero.
Oh, okay.
Potentially.
Oh, we got the UNF chance?
There you go. Oh my God, far slash into the confirm though. The chant stops immediately. What a silencer.
All right, you have to watch out for the command roll here as well. Whiff on the 5D, but Happy Chaos, I say it all the time, he's so good at whiff punishing, as in whiffing and punishing you. Goes to the overheads there on the fast RC from the Bandit Revolver. No one home but the 2S hits.
That, I feel like we are so overdue for the throw.
It just has not happened yet. It's been all strike, no throw. That's the way that Tene is feeling, but there's the pickup. Oh, well, we got a throw there, but we absolutely wanted Bandit Revolver.
That's a really common execution error. Final game, final round, both of them full burst available.
Yeah, so this is as close as you can possibly get. Bloodsayan backing up just to set up the curse there, trying to whittle down Jonathan Tene. Playing a little bit of that runaway game, but now we spend the Wild Assault to get right on in.
Ooh, that stagger with the gunshot is huge. Finally runs out of bullets. Tene knows it's his time. This is your moment.
Oh, success. Hitting it just a tip. There we go. Gets the full confirm. All the way to the corner. Gonna be through the wall with the Tyrant Rave.
Ooh, okay. Where's this leave us, though? Has meter, has burst. Let's say in. Gonna just spend it on block. I like that. But no! That could do it!
Yep, RC again. You have even more meter. Send the super.
And one more time with the Tyrant Rave. Jonathan Tene gonna be able to clutch up on that one.
What a set to kick things off here. In this block, Jonathan Tene looking really good with the soul, able to close out that entire set again without a single throw.
I think he actually did not throw him the entire set.
See, I saw a 2D, I saw a JD, so the dust button was definitely binded.
It was there.
We just didn't have any throws at all, which is honestly surprising. I thought it was going to be about time, but still able to close it out there in the end. It came down to the wire, got a little hot there, but you know what? We managed to survive.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's just going to send us even farther forward. Again, I just want to say thank you for joining us. Appreciate you all for being here for Guilty Gear Strive and tuning in for CEO 2024. There's plenty of fighting games happening all over the place, but we thank you for being here for Strive. And make sure, again, later in the day today to cap off in the arena, Guilty Gear Strive Top 8 will be happening. So make sure you stay in if you're interested in Guilty Gear. It's going to be finishing up all today, so we're eating good.
Yeah, in the ring, all the player entrances. It is going to be fantastic. Cannot wait to be able to watch that. Can't wait for all of you to see it as well. We are deep into World Tour season, deep into tournament season as well. Of course, just a month ago was Combo Breaker. Then we have CEO right now. And in less than a month, we got EVO coming up also. It is just back to back to back. And we got back to back to back games as well, Proxy.
Yeah, and it looks like, if I do see correctly, it is going to be Scambolini facing off against Newbreaker. So I believe the expected matchup is going to be Jacko versus Kai.
Yes, and I love watching Newbreaker's Jacko.
Yes.
It's so interesting the different ways that you could play Jacko, but Newbreaker, when I first watched them, the thing that struck me was keeping it limited to like one minion, it felt like. We weren't worried about trying to put as many minions out as possible. We had one, and we used it like it was Eddie.
Yeah, I agree. But they also know when to turn up. Like a lot of the times, there were some sets because I was lucky enough to get to commentate them in pools as well. And there were some situations where they would very easily, like they would throw the one, they would see their opponent is over-investing and breaking the one, they would pull one, drop it at their feet, pull the second, and throw it, buff super, and they would just pedal to the metal. Yeah. They are very good at knowing when and how to engage those minions. I agree.
If they have the 50 meter, mask is going on. It is mask on, right, to make those minions invincible. But you're going to be going up against Scambolini here, very strong Kai player who's been getting better and better as time has gone on. We even got the headband on now. We are ready for a fight, all right?
Yeah, definitely a good placements here. We were talking about it earlier when we were commentating pools, also me and Avian. It was it's interesting to see that Jacko doesn't get represented at a super high level very often in North America very much. I feel like Newbreaker is like one of the premier people to get to Soda. Obviously, there are other Jackos, but it's like you don't see nearly as many. She is underrepresented for how good she is where I'm headed with this.
I think it's just because she's a very non-traditional character, right? Yeah. Even when Zato was good, I'd say you saw about as many Zatos as you see Jackos nowadays, right? People just don't necessarily want to play a puppet character or a character that takes a lot of work like that when you have very simple characters that do just as much damage, if not more damage, right? That's why characters like Soul are incredibly popular, Kai are incredibly popular, and now Slayer being very popular, right? When you get that dopamine hit, you don't got to work that hard for it. It feels good.
There's something special, but I didn't understand. I'd like to apologize to you. There's something I didn't understand when you didn't even hear what I'm apologizing for.
I know it's coming. It's coming with Slayer.
When I hit Slayer counter hit 2H for the first time, I understood. I learned a lot about you as a person. Yeah. That's good.
It's like on a really hot day when you get a cool drink of water. And
you feel it on your wrist? Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. You couldn't have said it better. Oh, dude.
The counter hit pile bunkers don't hit as great in Strive, but you know what? Everything else does.
It still hits, yeah. It's still hits. There. It's still there.
And when you pile bunker them straight through the wall, that's when you get that dopamine hit.
We'll see. Like we said, Newbreaker and Scambolini, Kai and Jacko to come here. Again, in the loser's side of the affair right now. We're continuing to, you know, press on a little bit at a time.
Yeah, so a lot of this is going to also be how Scambolini is going to be able to play around the minions, how efficiently we're going to be able to shut them down. Fireball is a good option for that. TK Fireball as well to stay in the air in case Jacko is trying to throw or kick them at you is another ability here. So we'll have to see what the game plan is going to be. I would imagine that Scambolini is not going to be hyper aggressive off the bat, but we'll have to find out.
I think that Scambolini is going to be hyper aggressive.
You do? Okay.
Just based on just basing it on personal playstyle and having seen his gameplay before, I feel like a lot of times he generally is a lot more aggressive.
I mean, Kai has definitely started to trail more aggressive as the game has gone.
5 character lengths and through.
That's the Kai classic. Vintage Kai. And then sliding right on in. Fast RC tries to bait out the burst, but no bite from Newbrecker. They are definitely not spending it here. We are way too far down with not enough resources to make the comeback.
Yeah, it doesn't even take the kill off of that one either. So now into the Fireball game, content to play it a little bit slower.
All right, we're getting a throw of our own. Oh, someone screen capped that too. You see that?
Okay, really good damage on the Elysium driver. All of a sudden, this is very doable. A hard knockdown and a dream for Newbrecker.
Uh-oh, but sliding right on in, into the air throw, tossed back to the ground, and then just the DP to show off. Take flight.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, I can't believe that traded, actually.
Yeah,
I would have imagined that 2D would have gone right underneath the 5S.
Hey, listen, the hitbox is better than you'd expect. Pick up into the heavy Fireball, +4, but we push block out.
Again, though, these backdash straight into stun dipper. We've seen it time and time again here from Scambolini, and it's working out to incredible effect.
Interesting he didn't go for the hard knockdown there, saving that half of the burst.
Oh, just getting caught, tripped upon landing, but we slide right back on in. Is this the strategy? We just backdash and slide on in right through the minions, spend the meter to keep the pressure on Newbrecker. It's currently working out beautifully at the moment.
Yeah, you just can't let him get you fully set up. I mean, a lot of times when you do see Scambolini go like playing a little more defensively, it's JS. You notice that a lot. JS is a great move for being able to move backwards, represent a hitbox, also be able to cut the minions if they try and chase you down with it. Definitely a strong option.
That DP a strong option as well, just getting the pressure off a little bit. I like the heavy stun edge. And then the clash. And now we're just trying to play this poking game, right? As Newbrecker plays a little bit of the lane game, running away, setting out minions, trying to find the right opportunity to get on in. You see the danger time coming up. Danger penalty, negative penalty, I should say. You can't backdash too often or you'll run out of that meter.
It's a throw. Gonna go for the heavy Fireball, pushed away. Flip kick is great, though.
Another screen cap, what's happening? Please disconnect the Bluetooth controllers after this, somebody. But there's Ride the Lightning.
Oi, an RTL, more than enough to take the kill off of that. Scambolini still in prime position right now.
Absolutely. About to go up 2-0 if Newbrecker can't get some momentum started here. 2K2D, get the pickup, should get sent. No, we don't go for the wall break. Instead, we want to squeeze out that extra damage, but finally the Elysium driver comes through. The Owen Hart pile driver.
Okay, where does this leave us, though? Jump in, straight into the throw. RC, close out, not quite, but the DP does not land for Scambolini. They're a perfect for Newbrecker. And even up the rounds.
All right, but let's see if we can even up the game count here. That's what's really going to matter. We got to get a point on the board. Both of the minions getting DP through, but that was so smart with the safe jump from Newbrecker. Another Elysium driver through the wall, and we're starting to build up that snowball a little bit. The engine has turned on.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, forced it out, had to.
Oh no, but getting picked up by the minions there. Surprised we haven't seen the mask on yet with the super. We've just been using a lot of RC into good effect there at the end with the PRC for the air throw. 1-1.
Yeah, Newbrecker, what a bad Scambolini. When they were able to take the win, felt like they were playing pretty dominantly here. Newbrecker grinds that one out.
But now knockdown, plus frames there. Tried to go for a shimmy to bait out the throw, but ended up getting thrown from Jacko anyway.
Both these players using Deflect Shield really well.
I agree, absolutely. It's to create that space, right? Whether we're using this to create space for a fireball or create space for a minion, it's been working out really well for both of these players. But right now, Newbrecker needs to close in the gap here and get some space in on Scambolini.
5S was definitely good. Fireball game working out as well. Mixing in the heavy stun edge when he can, but max distance.
Spinning on the dome.
The 5 time.
That's what I was thinking, the spinneroonie. That's what it's called now, it's the spinneroonie.
Wherever I can.
Shouts to Booker T. We need to get him out here.
You think Booker T plays Jacko?
Maybe.
round for new record.
If the way he acts on NXT, yeah, he plays Jacko, all right. Or Geo.
There you go. Okay, set up the minion though. Had to spend the burst. There's the knockdown. Scambolini back throw in response though. Newbreaker on the reversal throw. It's been a couple times in a row that's worked out perfectly.
Yeah, but here we go, stealing a little bit of your burst and getting the 5D RC into the pickup. I think you're dead, DP. Yeah, just enough to get the kill. Good Lord, Scambolini taking another round. Dead even with both of these players. It's been so back and forth.
Wild Assault a piece, but you want to save it for the burst if you can. Knockdown, here we go. Close slash in response as well. Good spacing on that.
Yeah, but now we're going to spend our burst here on Scambolini's side just to get the hard knockdown. That's fine. We got the 50 meter. Tries to go for the overhead.
2D wins the day.
Oh no, and the DP is going to whiff. No burst to save Scambolini's life here, and we're going to eat a super. Not close enough to break the wall, but that is fine. It means we get to set up those minions, one behind your back.
Little jump to the JS, definitely good. He committed the flip kick there. You can see he's trying to go for something and finds a throw.
Gotta bait out the burst, yeah, absolutely, and goes for it. But it comes out on the stun dipper attempt. Heavy stun edge gets blown up. This is still so doable. Triple hit on the minion. We just sent it.
Had burst. I know it's a hard reaction, but had definitely built burst before that killed him.
And the thing is, it would have worked because Newbreaker was holding the minion, meaning that we can't block.
Oh, but we've got adaptations. Nice backdash there.
Gold burst comes out, though, here for Scambolini. Now going to have a lot of meter to work with. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a tough one. DP whiffed, especially when there's minions already set up. All 3 of the homies, that is so clutch that you were able to clear there. Because if we get some kind of buff super going, that could have been a nightmare. But RTL is a nightmare of its own.
RTL doing a respectable amount of damage there as well. Pushed all the way to the corner. 5D, that's the round.
That micro dash 5K, I love that confirm.
Kai has some saucy combos, especially in the corner with shock state applied. There ain't nothing sauceless about this king. Ooh. Oh, nice backdash there on the Wild Assault. Fortunately for Newbreaker, throwing away that 50 burst. But now sliding right on in.
5K stagger, so good. What an active normal. Catches the low just because the respect mix up on the tap dust.
And just look at the way that Scambolini is constantly moving forward, giving Newbreaker no breathing room to really summon any minions, right? It's just so difficult here. Rising up with the JS, that's going to be it going to Game 5.
Yeah, cutting straight to the RTL. Scambolini looking strong. And again, it's like I was talking at the beginning of this set. It's partially because it's good to pressure Jacko out of getting these minions out, but also Scambolini is just kind of a hold forward kind of guy. It works for him. He's got such a good sense of how to play offense.
I mean, you know what? When I saw the headband, I should have known. That's the coming in and ready to fight, the Karate Kid.
Let me speak for the headband committee when I say we're a little tight for business.
Oh, there we go, Fireball again, setting up the shock state. Newbreaker really needs to watch out for these stun dippers. We are constantly getting caught by them. Scambolini is getting away with it for free, even without any meter to back it up to keep it safe.
Scambolini needs to be careful about how much damage he's giving away trying to hard bait this burst. Eventually, you have to just kind of full send it and see if your opponent's willing to commit, because Newbreaker has been so patient with it.
Yeah, holding onto it for dear life here. Now sitting on 100 meter. Are we going to buff our minions up? No, we go for the Elysium driver just to get the wall break.
That was so sick because drops the minion, goes for the jab, which simultaneously checks a grounded approach and sends the minion out for the punish. Newbreaker's very good at this game.
Absolutely, and that right there is why you don't see a lot of Jackos, right? Because those are the kind of plays you need to do to succeed with this character. Oh, fucking right underneath the throw, set up the minion, right into the pressure.
Run away with the minion is so goofy, standing heavy.
Spinneroonie into the pile driver. And we just send the SDP. Even after all these DPs have whiffed or have been blocked, Scambolini will not be conditioned.
Oh my god, the JD Fireball is so sick, but there's a pickup, and we have meter.
Dragon install. Are we close enough? Yes, we are. All right, Scambolini, break the curse. We got 50 meter available as well. About to have 100. Low slash again. Look at that movement speed, Proxy.
Absolutely. Goes to the RC as well. Plus on the situation with the heavy fireball.
Oh my God, look at the wrist gauge.
And look at the chip.
OTG, still not enough. We're trying to chip out there. Got to block for your dear life. There's barely any FD remaining. We're just parrying the fireballs.
That's what we have to do. But there we go. Dragon install successful. Kai with Dragon install is top 1. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay, okay. I want to hear that. I want to believe. I want to believe, actually.
It's just he's already dead when you get it.
That's true, that's true.
Heavy fireball. Really good. A good parry as well. And the anti-air with the minion.
Oh, no. Overextended on the air dash there, putting ourselves into the corner. Terrible place here for Scambolini to be, and that one little mistake could cost you your entire tournament run, Proxy.
This could do it. Guaranteed damage on the Shatter. Is going to have to block one mix. Has some meter, though. DP's bets it all.
Oh, the YRC comes through. Deflect shield to get the punish on the Spinnerini, but too far away for the food rear.
Oh, okay. Had to block the minions. DP's again. There's no way. Counter hit.
Oh, it's down to the wire. The PRC on the wake up into the DP. Tries to get the 5D to keep the pressure going, but the throw's going to whiff.
Fujark is too far again. Minion bouncing in. Got to be careful. As no meter for FD.
We have to just go in. This is terrible. So close to being chipped out. It's down to the wire. This is so tense. 46 seconds left on the clock. This is the longest strive match I've seen in my life.
Waiting it out, trying to do something. Actually, doesn't work out. There's nothing to summon. Scambolini does it. On 3 of the last 4 knockdowns, he wakes up with DP.
Insane. The stress. The stress on both of these players' faces. Scambolini just won, and he does not look like he did. I've never seen a round go that long without anyone taking any damage like that. Woo! Okay. But Newbreaker with an incredible run here at CEO 2024.
Seriously.
Unfortunately getting eliminated there, but wow, what a set down to the wire. I'm going to be thinking about that one. I'm going to go back and watch that one for sure.
Absolutely. Scambolini doing a great job there. But I was just going to say about Kai, I really think that when Kai goes Dragon Install, his upside is actually genuinely unbelievable. The amount of chip that he does, the amount of plus frames that he gets, the things that he can do to you when you're in shock state. Your combo routes are a little different, but they're not different enough to where it's like you have to relearn the character. It just takes a character that's already super solid, already top half of the cast, and just like juices everything about him. Dragon Stall Kai is unfair.
I get it, and like you said, he's already almost dead by the time you get it, right? And then the only real reliable time you can go into Dragon Stall is when they're wall splatted. So it's a really tricky or like specific scenario to get into that situation. Plus, he gets a little bit of a meter disadvantage, right? Because of the super using a super. So if you don't already have extra meter to build up with a positive bonus, then you have no RC available. So some people would just like to go for a regular super, whether it be Sacred Edge to put the shock state on them and get more pressure going. But we love to see Dragon Install here.
Of course. There's also there's certain matchups where it's better than others also.
True.
Like there's if the opponent is a big target that is going to have trouble navigating fireballs, it is significantly better because you can just stall out that the negative penalty to your meter gain by just chucking TK fireball. What are they going to do about it?
Yeah, and if the opponent has a DP, you probably don't want to do Dragon Install.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably not. You probably want to save that meter for something else. But our next match is going to be something else as well, with a boy coming up on the sticks to face Skyler OVA.
So, boy actually got sent to lose a little bit earlier, I believe, facing off against Cheerio?
Yes.
Cheerio.
Yes,
yeah.
Cheerio. That is a horrible match.
That's a horrible match. That's not. It's really, really unfun. Yeah.
You are a Potemkin player yourself. I'm a former Gold Lewis player. We know how that goes.
It's not great.
It's fun for me, but
we'll see
don't worry. I just got a bad matchup now, so now you Potemkin players can be happy.
No
okay?
problem. We'll see how it goes for him, though. A boy, like we said, facing off against Skyler. We'll have to see what Skyler brings to the table on this one, knowing that this is the best Potemkin.
Yeah,
this is the best.
A boy is the best Potemkin in North America
for
sure. You know, someone, I know he's an old man now, but someone's got to get Fab out to these American events, all right? Y'all y'all have never seen a Potemkin until you've seen Fab. Everyone prays to his altar.
That, and we gotta get Snake playing more too, because obviously Snake is incredible with the character too. But you know, he's zoned in. He's got a good grappler in another game now.
Exactly.
So
he's eating good.
He's rubbing his hands together in a different game right now.
But a boy, definitely for sure the strongest Potemkin here in North America. Winner of the offline TNS event back in, I want to say, was it February or March?
I don't even remember, dog.
It was February or March.
Time is a construct. I am simply an ant.
I think it was March. I think it was March. That's what I'm going to go with.
But yeah, I can't remember anything.
winning that on his birthday, nonetheless.
Yes.
The power is crazy.
The power
crazy. But going to be going up against Skyler. If I remember correctly, I believe Skyler does play Bridget, right?
This is not a great one either. This is not a fun match. If it is Bridget, this is not fun.
I feel like it's Bridget. It's been a while since I've watched Skyler play, but definitely am familiar with them. Yeah. Love the split hairdo, too.
That's good.
I wish I could do that. But, man, dyeing your hair is expensive, bro.
It is.
The upkeep? I mean, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Bro! Can you mind your business? Jesus Christ. You know, I shave it because I want to.
I know
not
you do. It looks good,
okay?
and it looks good.
Yeah, all right. That's fine.
Look,
Whatever,
I can't grow the beard,
fine.
okay?
It's fine.
I'm
it's
jealous.
Fine.
I can't grow the beard.
It's cool. We're cool. We'll be fine. I need to talk to you after this. Not about this.
No particular reason.
For no particular reason.
No
I need to see me in my office. Jesus, brother.
Yeah, but it is going to be Bridget. I'm sorry. I looked.
Yeah,
and I thought to myself, I said,
it was great.
I said, I can't. I just. I gotta run with it.
In true TNS spirit, what would it be without me commentating with another TNS person that makes fun of my hairline? Let's get a match going.
I love you, Proxy.
I love you too, buddy.
All right, round start scenario here. Yep, this is not very fun for Potemkin, and you can see why. Bridget is so quick, so slippery, has a bunch of multi-hitting moves as well to break the armor on Potemkin. So it's slow and steady wins the race here for a boy.
Oh, that is going to be one of the major tools you're going to see a lot. That far S is very, very strong. And then when you're able to get that pressure up, Garuda and the 6K are so good for staggering the types of pressure you're going for. Look at the chip damage.
It's insane. But we are able to escape there. One well-placed 2K2D gets it again here to roll right on in with the fuzzy JP. That's another big problem too, right? Potemkin's a big body, which means those fuzzies are more potent.
Oh, that auto times there. Yeah, 5P, really nice. Oh, close shot just picks up on the attempt to jump out. That was an awkward one. Recalled the yo-yo for the left-right.
Uh-oh, but we just... I love just using Heavenly Potemkin Buster to get out of the corner.
HPB is just the eject button, absolutely.
It really is, but you know, what goes up must come down. The gold burst on the heat tackle. Insane. Skyler able to take round number one.
I was so surprised to see the heat tackle there too because of the lack of meter, but I mean, just had a big read. Tries to go for it again. It does not work out, and we are cornered.
That's the I go, you stay. Here we go, slide head again, just trying to get that knockdown so we can reliably get in. Flicking the yo-yo right back. You want the yo-yo to come back? Here you go.
The timing, slide head for the knockdown.
Okay, now running right on in, bring around the Rosie.
6P a little early, good idea, wrong execution there. And the deflect shield gets no room, but the pop buster.
Oh my God. Your health bar just vanishing. But gets hit raw by the blue wild assault. That had so much corner carry on it as well. A boy has to figure out a way to escape from this nasty situation. There's the multi-hit, of course, on the 5H. Bridget can just press it one more time to get a second hit. Ooh. Uh-oh, Return of the Killing Machine jumps right over it.
Yeah, you have positive bonus here. Oh my God, the jump scare. I mean, was just trying to stall for the 50 meter, it looked like, but you know, we'll just speed things up.
Yeah, just send it. But there's a nice backdash trying to send it there on the Potemkin Buster. Not going to work out. Rolling right on in again. JD, such a strong tool for the overhead.
Oh, okay. Nice throw, sets up the yo-yo, has plenty of meter. Your boy Roger sending through for the hard knockdown and still has meter for the mix.
Yeah, this is so terrifying. No RC spent, but we get the gold burst here for a boy. This is actually kind of doable. Sets up the Gigantor Kai. Burst finally comes out. Trying to lock down there with Roger again into the 5D. Not going to work.
Oh, and we chill. I like that. Good blocks.
But what does a boy do to get out of this situation? Skyler playing such a strong range here, sitting at just the tip of 5H range. Blocks the YRC. There it is. Game number 1 in Skyler's favor.
Yeah, boy tried to do something kind of slick, which is the recall the yo-yo on the way back. It's very hard to time when you can't see the yo-yo, but almost actually got the timing. A white wild assault right off the rip for the knockdown. And again, look at the chip.
Yo-yo again. That one's going to come back here. Straight into the throw. More set play coming. Close slash. It gets the pickup off the yo-yo recall.
Again, the tricky stuff with the fuzzy. Not going to work out. High-low, just getting mauled. Potemkin, what does he do? HPB in a dream? No, it's the gold burst instead. But no dreams to be had.
I mean, you had to take some kind of a risk there to escape from the corner, right? It's a shame spending the gold burst because now you're going to this next round with no burst to save you. But there's the slide head going right on in. Starship getting sent up to try and escape.
Okay, good jump there. 6K Nagruda, obviously not a true block string. It is just an egregious turn steal, but it's scary.
It is very, very scary. Everything this character does is scary because if you get hit, you are losing so much of your life. Nice just block there on the Hammer Fist. Mega Fist, excuse me.
That Mega Fist again, really good on reversal. Close slash into what?
Oh no, jumps right out of the Pop Buster attempt. We tried to go for fast RC Pop Buster, but it's not going to work out. Skyler just seems to be one step ahead right now of a boy, reading when we want to go for those command grabs. Oh, but the JK gets the pickup afterwards. Too far away for the 2S though.
Set up once again. This is closed. White Wild Assault in response. That is a amazing. Oh, hold on. Hold that thought.
Still doable here. Garuda, that was a beautiful burst on the Garuda as well. One of the safest places you can do it. Oh, and sniped out of the slide head there with the air yo-yo. This is rough. It's a really difficult matchup, but a boy is fighting tooth and nail.
Skyler's bait of the White Wild Assault there with the fake out with the movement was incredible, actually. I saw the back throw and I got a little scared. I had to pause it for just a second. I just wanted to point it out. That was amazing use of the movement. That's so important as a bridging player to be able to do that.
Yeah, she's so slippery, right? We talk a lot about how Milia is incredibly slippery, but I think Bridget is almost just as much. And Roger just destroying Slidehead, getting the hard knockdown there for Skyler as well.
Imagine generating a hard knockdown while you are hard knockdown. That's crazy.
That's Bridget privilege. Sitting on 100 meter as well, gonna block these Giganters. And jumps right out of the Pop Buster. We have guessed every single time, it feels like lately, when the Pop Buster is coming. 5D RC, set point now for Skyler.
Yeah, double taps it. Very, very nice stuff here. Full burst available almost for a boy.
Skyler, she goes right on in with the JP mash to blow up the armor. Again, multi-hit moves are king against Potemkin, but so is this Pop Buster.
Just do it again. Oh, close slash, smarter than me. Here it comes.
Oh, the pickup. You're dead. Oh my God. No, we missed the Garuda, but that's fine. Heat Knuckle.
Good enough. Snatcher out of the sky is able to get the finish here. Around a piece. A boy has to stay alive here. Loser's bracket.
But we have a tall mountain to climb. Proxy has to make a reverse 3-0. This round is the start of that. The start of this momentum.
Another great flick, though. White Wild Assault. Even him locked down. That's huge with the close slash. What a starter.
Yeah, 3 hits taking off so much of Skyler's life. Goes right on in with the Gigantor. No, too far away. We probably should have gone for 6H there. But it doesn't matter. You cannot rock the baby here.
Back Mega Fist again. As I said before, a great reversal tool. You can't do it all the time, but it's really, really good, you know, just sparingly. Every once in a while, you just got to toss it out. And we're going to go to character select for a little bit of a slowdown.
I like it. I like it. You see that a boy is starting to build up momentum, right? So you want to try and put a stop to that, snuff that fire before it can grow. We want to keep it in embers. But let's see now, going straight into this next one. Could be the last game, unless a boy brings it to a game 5.
Ooh, closing that distance with the Wild Assault. I like this, taking a more aggressive approach, it feels like here. This is good.
Wake up burst, create a little bit of space there. Just doesn't want to be locked down in the corner.
Jesus.
Away!
Back to full screen.
Full screen again.
We're calling that the Gunther chop now.
The Gunther chop, that's crazy. The ring header, boy.
Ooh, okay. Good pressure on the overhead. YRC buy some room. Slide head again, not quite there. And Skyler is adapting to us trying to flick the yo-yo as well. That was huge timing.
Yeah, and the flick on the yo-yo has been a really big way that a boy has kind of gotten out of some of these situations here. Oh my god, but the Mega Fist forward. Not able to pick up with the hammer fall, but we only need one more touch to get the round.
Oh, and the trade with the Mega Fist is good enough. Had plenty of life to play with there.
Man, the Mega Fist usage has gotten so much better in this set. I love using it as this air-to-air scenario.
Buster OTG. Oh, no!
That Garuda was so late too, Proxy. We delayed it so long.
We're going to do it again. Oh, I thought we were going to do it again.
Uh-oh, Gigantor. This might be checkmate, and it is! Flying right on in with the heat tackle to cover it.
He's still just... Dude, heat tackle to cover the follow-through was ridiculous here. 2-2, back and forth. Oh boy, staying in this here. 2 games in a row is massive, but Skyler not giving up the ghost yet. Good damage off of that.
Yeah, and still has plenty of meter to work with as well, but slides right on into the far slash. Oh yeah, I like that. Just let it drop right, trying to bait out the burst, see if a boy is going to try to be a hero. Yeah, but I have a feeling a boy is going to hold on to the meter here.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens. YRC, nice block on the low. Jumps the Garuda as well. Our timing again on those has been ridiculous.
Absolutely, and now it is set point here for Skyler. She's going to try to close it out now, but a boy spending that wild assault right into the pot buster. What goes up must come down. You better watch out. Oh no. 5D. RC, 6H, squeeze out more damage. 6H again, we're back to neutral, but we might be going to final game, final round with a single touch here from a boy.
Oh, this is a great start for Skyler though. Yo-yo setup, closes the distance. 50 meter is available, taps the dust and gets the hit. It's still a long road ahead. Potemkin a beefy boy, but we're making the work happen.
Yeah, and that was a counter hit too. I think it was, oh my god, so was that. I think both of those were on Mega Fist attempts.
Yeah, I think so. A boy, a little desperate here, trying to be too aggressive, takes a ton of damage for it. It's not enough to kill.
Oh my god! Prayers up, prayers up. Heavenly Potemkin Buster!
Final game, final round. Oh my god.
When's the last time we've seen a heavy HPB?
Gets a sweep right away. 2K2D, nice block, but White Wild Assault too good at the range.
And after that, now you can feel it. You can feel the confidence in a boy's play here. Bates on the first. Are you dead?
You're dead, OTG. Not enough! Oh, but Garuda is enough, and a boy is going to do it. The 3-0 comeback, the reverse sweep is crazy from this guy.
You could see the moment after we hit the Heavenly Potemkin Buster, it all changed.
Everything changed.
The confidence, a boy felt it and just sent everything. The snowball was too massive. It was
me, I met Razzo for the first time when she was coming to our locals playing BB Tag. And it was just like, everybody was like just getting to know each other for the first time, and like seeing her at the point that she is now is like, it's crazy to think about. I'm very proud to have got to play games with this person.
And she also is a multi-character specialist, right?
Yeah.
Has never stuck with one character. Obviously made a name for herself with Leo in Strive, and Strive in particular.
Of course.
But has played, obviously, Giovanna. We played some ABBA, and now we are really on the Slayer grind here, and Slayer is exactly what the pick is going to be.
So as you said, feeling like a matchup that's feeling a little Slayer sided. We'll see how Lucian's able to do something about it here.
All right, trying to go for 2S. Right, there it is, Mappa, right? Okay, we throw clone, we Mappa.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see the vision, Jobber.
Mappa is so juiced in this game, it's crazy. All right, dash to the other side. Nice IBFDs, but we go straight for the bump ahead.
For the low, tries to go on the slide, doubles up on the slide, and continues the just harassment after the cross-up.
Yeah, and while Happy Chaos has good buttons, he doesn't have good reversal options, so it's like, what do you do here? There's the universe into the 6H, hit him with the yoga stretch.
Jesus, dude. Slayer's so ill. Back throw, though, good punish.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about going for that pile bunker with no meter to back it up, right? It's a hard call out. Oh, but getting hit by the counter hit, tries to press 2P, gets hit by the sucker punch.
Okay, with that, Deus Ex for the wall break, definitely a big deal.
Oh, we tried to go for Hand of Doom, but gonna get blown up. Of course, it's not much of an exaggeration to say Slayer has the worst backdash in the game here. Only 1 to 6 frames of invulnerability, and doesn't start moving backwards until after the invulnerability is gone.
Unlucky. Okay, spends the burst here though. Dashing forward, trying to close that distance. 2H, tries to dandy on in, but we have enough space, and is able to whiff punish the slide attempt.
Yeah, and you see the way that Lucian has been really changing pace, right? We're now just trying to play a keep-away game. Trying to sit back, set up the clones, set up our curse, and play more of, a classic Happy Chaos style. Uh-oh, but there's the bite. Immediate gold burst on Wake Up. Do not blame you one bit.
Yep, full reload as well. Sets up the clone, dashes in for the mix here. They've got an opportunity, and they're going to take it straight in for the Deus Ex.
Yeah, issue there was Razzo was so far away with no meter with the scapegoat in front, right?
Yeah, that's checkmate.
So it's just a little difficult because Slayer's movement, as always, even in past Guilty Gear games, been very on rails, very predictable about where Slayer's going to go, especially in this game where we don't have a short and a long dash, right? In past games, Slayer could choose to go short or far. Now it is all set.
We are going to stick it out, though. It looks a little right away, gets the burst out of them.
And Siege tried to go for the P Dandy to get through the clone. That's another solid option, but you just got to get close enough. Too far away that time, behind the back.
Damage really starting to add up. No hard knockdown, though, is going to save that meter. Only 1 bullet and no bullets left. With Slayer on offense, this round has got to be over.
No, we didn't get the next pickup here, but we'll have to see. There we go. JH absolutely dead. I know that Razzo was wanting the counter hit pile bunker there because you can go counter hit pile bunker straight into super.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, again, but just sending the pile bunker raw. Getting punished immediately and sent into the corner.
Okay, after the slump. Good wall break. Good defense. The just block working out, but finally finds the legs.
Patience here on Razzo's side. Gonna wait for the gap, but gets clipped in the dome by the JP, and the close slash is gonna connect. That's gonna be another round. No, not quite. Just a magic pixel remaining.
Yeah, it's gonna apply the curse though.
Here's the thing, you're always one map punch away from winning, one counter hit away from winning when you are Slayer. Look at that.
Double dash, but running out of meteor. Has to FD everything.
Yep, and we tried to go for Kara, Mappa there, but the bullet was too quick.
And 2S, like you said, an amazing stop sign, especially for a character like this that's trying to finesse with movement.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's going to be so good for reaching out, even good for contesting against. Oh, contesting against Mappa, I was going to say, but there's the bait on the burst. Lucian trying to run away with the set now.
Deus Ex, definitely the right decision here. Going to be a pixel of life left here. Razzo on one more decision. 50 bar for both players.
Ooh, okay. We got backdash PRC into the double throw. To the other side, great blocks. And again, 2S coming through. Looked like it beat the startup of the close slash there from Razzo as well.
Razzo, maybe considering the swap, might be time to try out the ABBA potentially.
Ooh,
or the Leo. Okay, okay.
Said, all right, I'm going back to the old me. Leo White Fang. Trading one Fang for another. And I mean, Leo, we all know how strong Leo is, right?
Of course.
Leo can also definitely do incredibly well against Happy Chaos here. And immediately goes for the micro dash into the 2K.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were going to look for the air throw there. Nice confirm and a better burst timing. Razzo, that's clean.
Absolutely. Into the super. Send out the pizza cutter. Now what are we going to have here? Just goes for the safe jump option into the close slash. I like that we took a little step back before going right in for the close slash as well.
Block. Twice in a row. Good roll as well.
But there we go, running right on through the clone. I think that's another reason why you want to pick Leo into this matchup too, right? Is that run through can go through the scapegoat, which is just another good tool to get in on Happy Chaos.
Oh, Master C for the PRC. 2D back throw is a punish.
Straight to the wall again. Deus Ex Machina, the golden guns coming out. Oh, 2D of our own getting the pickup. But we get the wall break a little too early. Not enough to kill, so we spend the Wild Assault to get the hard knockdown here. One more touch. Gets the command roll through, and it's going to work out. Set point.
Full burst for Razzo. That is the advantage that you're going to need to generate something off of. Spends it right away. I mean, just the fact that the projectile is direct to sender on that lock-in with the curse is ridiculous.
Absolutely. 5 frames, too, on the gunshot, right? So it comes out so incredibly quick. But, oh, dash to the other side. Overhead connects.
You know what else is quick? Left, right, coming through. Is able to find the low. Razzo, one more opportunity. Straight in with the instant air dash. Jumps away, but the guard point stance is massive.
Woo! Enabling the Berserker barrage there as well. Razzo getting a point on the board and staying alive here at CEO.
Still a ways to go to be able to be in that top spot. Back to character select once again. Not expecting a character swap from Lucian here. Probably just a slowdown. You know, it's worth it.
Lucian on the phone going, how do I beat Leo Whitefang?
He said, hey Siri.
Checking dust loop.
I might as well.
I sometimes imagine that it is a lot of players just checking dust loop when they look at their phones
I'd
between
be down.
sets.
You're just
like, how many frames is that again?
Yeah, exactly.
I do it when I commentate sometimes.
It's airborne when?
You said airborne when, and I immediately had a flash of 2D,
yeah,
in my mind.
Absolutely.
The nightmares
I
of
was dust looping 2D in my head there. Back to the match. 2-1 finds the low. Razzo is going to burst again very aggressively, and Lucian can follow right away.
Woo! Saved by the scapegoat once again. Yeah, remember, if anything, very similar to Dizzy's fish. If anything hits the scapegoat, that's going to override the hitbox and Happy Chaos.
Jump over. The empty jump was so clean. Baits out the DP. Not going to die for it, but this is bad.
Pull out GoldenEye. But we don't have Curse available, so yep, we just go ahead and set it up. YRC to prevent the 5D attempt. Dash up throw. Now Razzo's in the driver's seat.
Oh, I thought for sure that was going to be a block here. Nice. On the overhead, still has burst if they want to spend it, and is going to. Going to be a hero.
Oh no, but gets punished. The extra hit stun on the crouching P, the 2P there, allowed Lucian to get the 2K2D for the punish. Set point once again. Right through the wall, right in the family jewels. And then the backdash gets caught with a gunshot. Things aren't looking too good, Proxy. 100 meter here on Happy Chaos' side.
Okay, meter for the mix here. The tournament live goes back to the full screen. DP connects, another opportunity.
Hold on, 2D in a dream. In back turn stance, immediate YRC, incredibly smart just to lock down that pressure, or shut off that pressure, I should say.
Our season stays aggressive. 1 bullet back in the chamber. No bullets, no focus. Finally gets the reload, but again, no focus to pull the gun here. Has to work on the normals. All hands for this guy.
Yeah, no pickup on the Mortal Counter 2D is scary, but we're getting so close, trying to get the wall splat for the extra damage, but we aren't able to quite get it. The just block! The clutch just block there to get the punish. Incredible, and the pop-off as well.
There you go. Lucian looking very strong. Well played to make it to this point. Still fighting through in the loser's side of things. Razzo going to be knocked out at that point there in that top 24. But obviously a very strong showing from a very strong player. You know, one of FlyQuest's finest.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredibly great stuff going on there. And we are not done yet because we are going to be throwing it over to the winner's side of things after a short break. So make sure to stick around here at Funky P CEO 2024. Right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
Save the date. Frosty Faustings returns on January 23rd to the 26th for another massive 4-day event. 20 plus main game tournaments, another 30 hosted by Vortex Gallery, karaoke by TNS, and the final platinum level event on the ARC World Tour for Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue, and Uni 2. Check out Frosty Faustings in 2025. Makers of the Thin End Press, Magenta, and much more. Paradise Arcade Shop has everything you need when it comes to all your fighting game and arcade parts needs. Check out ParadiseArcadeShop.com today.
Diesel Legacy. 2 versus 2 action.
Prime date for a few.
3 lanes, 1 battle.
No surrender.
Wish list now.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are continuing through the top 24 here at CEO 2024. Proxy and Jobber to take you the rest of the way. Good to see you as always, buddy, even if you are making fun of my hairline. That's just not nice. It's not cool.
Look, bro, I do it out of jealousy because you got the beard and I can't do it. If I try to grow it, it's all patchy and terrible. But you know what's not terrible? The matches that we've been having here at CEO.
King of the segues. Top 24, we are going to go on to the winner's side of the affair now. I believe our first match is going to be Umisho facing off against Red I Am Not.
Red I Am Not. This is going to be a good match. We got multiple Gold Lewises trying to fight to get into winner's side top 8. You know,
Army.
We are fans of Big Boy Summer out here, the beach.
Of course.
Get our big boys out on the beach. But it is going to be Umisho up against Red I Am Not's, of course, Gold Lewis.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes between the
we
two.
got the journal out?
I respect that.
I love it. The physical notes.
A little light reading.
It's the Death Note. Red I Am Not.
Oh, man. We'll see how she handles it, though. Umisho, obviously a top-level competitor. The Soul has been looking crispy for the entirety of this season. And honestly and truly, she is playing about as good as you could. I feel like she is in top contention to win every single thing that she's been attending recently. She's been very close on a multitude of occasions, too.
I mean, a top 8 without Umisho would be shocking, to say the least. And we are, of course, on winner's side here. So even if Red is able to go over, are we going right into it? Oh, this looks like we absolutely are.
Yeah, we're straight in.
All right, there we go. White Wild Assault right on in. Red I Am Not trying to put up the pressure. They're able to get the low, swapping to the other side.
That's the burst. Just block. Dude, White Wild Assault. Red I Am Not plays it more aggressive than just about anybody when it comes to that.
I know. If you played the drinking game, you would die here in this matchup. But, I mean, Red I Am Not understands how strong the tool is, and while you got it, use it, right?
Yeah, they have a good grasp of how to apply it as well. But there's the DP. Speaking of strong tools being applied well, Fafnir into the dashboard, but no turn to be stolen. 2P, the great reversal, the equalizer for Gold Lewis.
That's the bionic elbow, Dusty Rose. And here we go, swinging the Behemoth. Yeah, that one, of course, is going to end the turn, runs right into the Gunflame. Ooh, IBFD pushing so far out. Kind of a double-edged blade there for Gold Lewis.
Cool. Wow, very late on the cross-up there. Gets the counter hit on the follow-through and the dash cancel on the 5K. This is a hell of a round from Umisho.
Yeah. That freeze frame just was Soul coming to kill you.
That's the Gold Lewis. He said, yep, that's me. But you're wondering how I got here.
And then the jump S as well. Backwards jump S, able to get a full pickup in Dust We Trust. There's the wall break with a third one.
Wild Assault. Into low, nice block, overhead, good attempt. Finally finds the knockdown here in the same side. Big Milia had to do it to him.
Oh, and it just keeps going. Spends the extra Wild Assault there to break the wall and get the hard knockdown. Set up the drone, full security gauge. That was quick thinking there from Umisho. You have 100 meter, right? Why not send the Vortex and then send an instant overhead?
It just chops Gold Lewis on the top of the Pompadour on that BRC backwards. Very nice. Red wakes up, blocking the close slash here. Deflect shield gets thrown. Give me your soul. Umisho, she's looking so strong on offense.
I'm going to be honest, I love that you can throw deflect shield because I was missing burst throws. Yeah. But we got it back one way or another. No one's soul is safe. Especially not safe from Umisho's soul here.
And I'm not need some major adjustments and quick. The matches have been relatively close though. IBFD gets some room. This will jump over. Good block from Umisho and a better punish.
Absolutely getting the burst there out of Red. I Am Not. But we get the pickup off the drone. That is clean. Going for a lot of run up 2P here as well. Doesn't want to just start with a 2-6-8 Behemoth Typhoon.
Yeah, leading with the Behemoth against a player that has this kind of reaction time can be dangerous. There's no way that all comboed. Wild throw back to the corner.
That was up and down the staircase there. Gets the slump. The whiff on the Fafnir was insane.
I'm so mad.
Umisho's pulling out things that I've still never seen from Soul before, watching this game almost every day.
The game continues to develop. Nice block of the fuzzy stuff and is active on the defense there. That's crucial from Umisho. Plants the tombstone with a 6H.
Here lies Red I Am Not. Umisho trying to go up 2-0. Red I Am Not has to dig themselves out of this grave here, though. Clean hit DP. Half your health bar nearly gone.
Yeah, 5-8 starter, forget about it. That is a ton of damage. Breaks the wall. Full burst here for Red.
And the gold burst right at the top. Huge pickup here. Goes for the big melee again. Safe jump option. Massive overhead into the fuzzy. Oh my god.
Straight to the super. I actually really like that. Look at the damage and now hard knockdown. We're going to set up the drone and we're going to run in. It's just going to be aggressive.
Oh no, but the BRC in still able to get the overhead. And into the wall break. Hard knockdown, absolutely. Still.
Super.
Anyone's
Absolutely.
round.
Every time. Why not? You have
DP,
100 bar.
Is it going to clash? It does! And Umisho wins out on the clash with the, what was that, JP and the Bandit Revolver?
It looked like JP Bandit Revolver. Oh, dude, and Red had 50 more meters, so the plan was, regardless of if that was blocked or not, was going to try and go for it. That looked like a practiced sequence from Umisho.
It did.
I think she knew.
It absolutely
I think
did.
she 100% knew exactly what was going to happen.
That's what was in the notebook.
Yeah, it was. Said, when you get hard knockdown.
You know what would have actually been crazy? If Red buffered in a second one. Second super.
Screamed. I'm throwing headsets. I'm breaking tables. I'm getting banjo bail. I'm throwing a chair. It's over. No way.
Well, now we know for next time. Here we go. Round start scenario 2-0 up for Umisho. Harassing with that 2K. Running right into the far slash, gets the burst out. Using the drone just to gain some ground. Go, my son, hold down the neutral.
Oh, far slash not quite in time, but Umisho, you see where her mind is at. She's looking for those whiff punishes very aggressively.
Yeah, it really has just been this footsies game here, right? And Gold Lewis, when it comes to footsies against Soul, it's not really what you want to be doing. You want to get in and start forcing your own offense just like this. Tries to go for the cross-up safe jump.
And that's extra difficult, too, because I feel like Red, that's one of their strengths. I think that they're very good at that type of range. But, like you said, just the matchup will not let you, it does not appeal in that way.
No, things like far slash 6S, 2D are just so strong. But we send our own reversal here. It's going to connect. One drone out. RC gets the pickup.
Look at the damage. Sets up the drone. Finds the throw. OTG with the behemoth, the meat tenderizer.
Fusing Soul with the ground. Oh, and there we go. Step on your Jordans with the 5K. Disjointed hitbox.
Oh, okay. Able to avoid. Goes for the wild assault. Buy some room with the FD, but how much room can you really afford to get? Look at the life. That was 4 hits.
That was from all those close slashes, building up the risk gauge there to cash it all out. So the drone is going to connect. Huge pickup now for Red. Not going to spend any of the meter. Saving it just there for more overheads. 2K 2D gets the pickup. Red is on the board.
Sneaks in the low and sneaks into the scoreboard. 2-1. Red back in the situation. Why is he talking about pizza? What does he say? What is he even talking about?
Because it's mealtime. He says, I'm on my lunch break now. Trust me, I vibe with that, bro. When he said, you know, pizza, I felt that.
I think it's pizza after this.
I feel like I need to too. Maybe after top 8.
2-1. Umisho, obviously in full control here. Has looked so good in the matchup. Has looked so practiced. Every sequence has felt like it was like within the realm of her possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. She is a scientist when it comes to this character.
Red with the knockdown though, sets up the drone, distance closed, white wild assault. Still just applying good pressure, but the FD from Umisho is just buying so much room.
Oh, and the JD getting beat up by the JH here. Umisho actually went for what looked like a super jump there just to get high enough above Gold Lewis. Look at this knocking at the front door. That fake out when you have 50 meter to do nothing after Bandit is so strong, so terrifying. Gets the slump. Huge whip though on the 6S.
Throw and then the OTG for the kill. That is massive. Umisho again on set point.
Yeah, and that was a pretty snowbally round as well, but Red getting the first blood here. Safe jumps have been on point, but even when we're getting safe jumps, Umisho still steals the turn back. Just backdash away.
Why not? Absolutely. The SDP as well. Look at the damage here. Guaranteed damage on the wall break as well. No is going to keep them cornered, but there's the back throw potential incident.
We'll have to see. We got the 50 meter available, nearly 100. Oh, JP connects, gets the pickup. Not going to be able to send all the way to the corner, though. No! Oh my god, that was terrifying.
That's just the last behemoth.
Just needs to find that one last touch. Wild Assault to try to get on in. And the JD, the hands reaching out from the great beyond.
It's like you said, he does just enough.
He does just enough.
Crucial.
It's just the cherry on top of a great character.
6P, all of this off a clean anti-air. Umisho, she's off to the races. Wild Assault for the wall break. Positive bonus, hard knockdown. What more could you want? What?
Pause. But there we go.
JP whiffs the second one, though.
Oh, no! Able to get the pickup here into the red Roman cancel. We burst right before getting stuck to the wall. Wild Assault to challenge the Bandit Revolver. Umisho still sitting on a bunch of meter. Throws the Night Raid Vortex.
Double overhead. BRC forward. Content to block, but gets hit by the close slash on the cross-up. Umisho is going to be in the top 8 winners side of the affair.
What a set, but Red is not out of it yet. Proxy can still qualify through the loser side. Remember, these players are fighting at this gold arc. Leo.
There is a world. I don't think we're in that world, but there's a world where Cheerio tries Kai.
He does have a Kai, you're right. You are right. I have to wonder, though, because I don't think we've seen a ton of success in tournament with the Kai, right? It might not be fully baked and ready to go, but this Gold Lewis, of course, is absolutely phenomenal and ready.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision ends up being. I do think that the Gold Lewis will be the pick, and I think it's the correct choice as well. So we'll find out here in just a moment. As we've said, this is another top 8 winners side qualifier between these two.
Right now, just getting our button check in. I appreciate that Tempest is giving some more Zato love here, allowing Zato to make some stream time.
Bro, he's in top 24. There he is. We
right
did it.
There. I want to see it on Twitter. Characters in top 24. Zato won.
Zato, parentheses, button check. Oh, God. It hurts because he's so cool.
He is.
He's
really
so
cool. Did you see the Zato cosplayer yesterday?
I did. And
that was fire.
Amazing. Yeah.
Whoever you are, Zato cosplayer, that was very good.
Next time I see a Zato cosplayer, I'm going to need someone walking around next to them just covered in a bed sheet.
As Eddie.
He said, who am I? I'm Eddie doing drunkard. just the blob. Oh, God. Perfect. It would be perfect. You just draw on it in red Sharpie. Budget cosplay ideas. I'm good for the idea, not the execution. Jobber. I'm not a man of doing. I'm a man of thinking.
I understand. Me too. That's why we're on the mic.
Okay. Again, like we said, though, a very tough one. Winner's side on the line. Can Tempest continue the... We have an Undertaker-esque streak from Tempest right now.
It does feel like one for sure. Tempest trying to, of course, win 3 of the major tournaments in a row. Make it a turkey, right? Get Combo Breaker, get CEO, and then get Evo.
Dude, with Evo Japan in the mix as well, it's unbelievable to think that this kind of consistency can come from this player. But Cheerio with the backdash here off the start. Tempest finds a throw back to mid-screen. We're going to gold burst in response, actually.
Yeah, and trying to armor through there with the armor point through the drone. Not going to quite work out. Cheerio now putting the pressure on in the corner. There's a PRC. Overhead is going to hit its mark. Gets the opportunity to set another drone. High, low, where will we go? Through the wall is where.
Not quite enough with the guaranteed damage on the Shatter. It was very close. Looking for the Behemoth, but it's too far. Tempest content to play the neutral game, but the neutral jump from Cheerio works out perfectly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So starting off strong here for Cheerio. And I like that we're leaning into a lot of that JD, and especially setting up the drone, right? Sometimes you have to send the drone and just let it do its work. Especially on every knockdown against this character, and that's exactly why. If you go in with the drone available and the flash kick comes out, there is a chance that he might hit the drone on the way up.
Headbutts for everybody, dashes up, distance closed, looks for the Behemoth, does barely scrape by.
Yeah, to catch that backdash too. But now Tempest up against the ropes, beautiful throw text.
I love that about Tempest. He was like, I'm going to do it until you do something about it. 5K, here it comes.
Cheerio's got to do something about the pressure that's coming through now as well. Gets counter hit by the 6K, and now you're stuck in the blender. Deflect shield, but we were ready with the PRC on the command grab attempt.
Good IBFD, but it doesn't get you far enough away. Continues to find these hits, touch after touch. Tempest on the come up around a piece. That was a crazy comeback.
That's a champion caliber run back there. And you saw Cheerio try to go for the throw on the run through, but just did it a little too early. Berserker Barrage sends you through the glass.
Headbutt in the low, finds the touch, has the burst, great delayed burst. I like the timing here, but your good timing is not good enough. Wild Assault for the wall break. This is huge again for Tempest.
All right, but we get the back throw on the attempt of the 5D. Cheerio still in. I'm going to throw up.
I thought that was Cheerio's air throw.
I thought so too for a second. I mean, man, after that comeback there from Tempest, I have to imagine that was tilting. Because Tempest nearly got a perfect going into the next round. You can see Cheerio already taking a little bit of a breather there before going straight into the next game. And now, starting off slow. What a trade there. Of course, going to be in Tempest's favor because he was on the ground.
Blocks the Wild Assault, locks you out of the burst for just a little bit of time. Cheerio wasn't planning to spend at that point, though. Jumps in and gets the hit, sets the drone, and catches the backdash again.
5K pickup there.
Tempest has not blocked on a single wake-up in this game. Not a single time on standing up has he blocked.
We paid money to fight, all right? Not to block. Look at that, multiple backdashes there. You see the danger coming in. That warning of the negative penalty. Oh, and we just send it. Swinging at Ghost.
I respect that. Listen, Tempest being aggressive. It's the type of player that he is. He's just willing to make those types of choices. Air to ground trade once again, but the IBFD by some room for Cheerio, and we get the punch on the jump in.
It's like you said, Tempest is going to keep doing the same thing until you prove that they have an answer for it, right? Uh-oh. Cheerio starting to find those answers. There's the burst. Smart burst, too, to be able to take this corner position.
Full security if Cheerio can get back on their feet and get into a position where they can fight. That level 3 drone is going to be a big deal, but that is a big if at this point here. Continuing the mix on the high-low.
Oh no, but the 2D catching the backdash there from Cheerio, and it looks like Tempest might be coming through for another comeback.
Has burst, is going to spend it in the corner here. Wakes up with a super.
Into PRC, shimmy! Are you kidding me? Gonna be enough to get the kill here. No combos dropped. Cheerio getting a point on the board.
That is a nasty way to go about that mix. I love it. Super into the backdash, that big shimmy for the win.
It was definitely to see if the DP was coming out, right? That's what we wanted. Right, nice connection there. Again, harassing RC. Goes for the low option this time. Tempest, hero bursting here. Could have held on to it for the next round. Doesn't even have any resources when it comes to meter to make this comeback, but is going to try.
Dude, tried to run down the backdash here, but Tempest still is able to build enough room.
Uh-oh, there we go. Last ride power bomb. Plus frames coming through. That was actually a very, very good jump there from Cheerio. Finding the gap. Able to squeeze right through it. Overhead connects. OTG. Cheerio starting to swing back.
Yeah, the double behemoth doing its job there. Half a burst available for both players. Dashed up with the 5P. Can't quite find its mark, but it's not going to matter. Keeping them grounded is all Tempest was looking for. It's going to go great on the Shatter.
BRC forward. Keep you blocked with the 5P. Now we get the throw on the run through. Yeah, every knockdown that Cheerio gets, we're basically going to try to send out the drone. That's something that you notice all the time here, too. This time that you had the burst there, you were absolutely dead. One more touch. Goes for the overhead. It's going to connect. PRC. Cheerio taking the lead.
How often do you get to see anybody be able to put Tempest in a spot where they're going to have to come back? Cheerio, momentum continuing to build, looking so strong right now. Start of this next one.
Both of them taking a breather.
Yeah.
No one has locked into the rematch quite yet. They both understand how much this next round means. And look at this. The contemplation on their faces.
Character select. Just the music, I do believe. There's a world where we pick Sin, but I don't think we're in that world.
I think Leo is so good against
Gold Lewis.
Gold
I think it's Tempest's best character too.
Yeah, that I don't know why you would go Sin into Gold Lewis when Leo has all the tools to beat him.
Just, you know, having a moment to himself regardless. Either way, Tempest knows best for himself. There's a reason why he's the type of player, the type of champion that he is.
You are absolutely correct, and we are locking into the Leo White thing, keeping it up with the king.
I 100% agree. Like we said, he has deep pockets. He does have other characters. This is the correct call for him. It certainly, I think, is. It's the best matchup of his characters, and I think it's just his. Yeah. He is Mr. Whitefang.
Of course, you have Sin, you have Elfel, and I definitely think Leo is the pick here. White Wall Assault right off the bat. Cheerio is one of those players who uses it pretty sparingly.
Oh, straight away wins the puts. He's able to destroy the drone, waste all that security meter, and get the cross up for the follow through.
Drift upwards, make sure we get as much corner carry as we can. We are going to go for the wall break. Oh no, you cannot just send out the drone for free like that. Cheerio was expecting Tempest to back off.
Yeah, and Tempest, for the most part, has been doing a really good job of managing wall health. You can see, unless it's going to be for a big situation for Gets for game for him to have positive bonus, or it's going to kill, he does not break the wall often.
But we are going to send that DP, which is something he has been doing often here, for better or for worse. This time it's for better. So is the mortal counter. Razzo with the 5P. Knock, knock, open up.
Yep, this time, going to go for the positive bonus here. And again, that's a hard knockdown now, guessing for game. You can see the consistency with how he chooses to do these things.
And immediately DPing right back. Should be able to get the kill here with the super. Absolutely. We're going to game 5.
And Tempest looked like a completely different player in that last game. 2-2 now, taking it down to the edge. And Cheerio this time is going to be the one to go to character select. A little bit of a slowdown here. In the same vein as Tempest, there is a world where we pick Kai, but I do not think we are in that world. It's got to be Gold Lewis. It's a worse matchup, but he's too good with the character. There's no, this has been your ride or die. I don't think he's thinking about that, but I'm pep talking myself at this point, Jobber.
Is this the music matchup,
I
actually?
think so,
oh, you swap music? No, I'm swapping back now. That's the real counter pick. We're going to put on Just Lean. Time to gamble.
I mean, mean, if there was ever a song to roll dice to, I respect that. 2-2. Cheerio pushing Tempest to the limit here. We get into our game 5, a winner's side spot on the line. Me too, brother.
All right. Whoa, the JD there. Interesting decision from Tempest. You can see Cheerio trying to stay outside of that 5P range, but runs right into it this time. And now starting to get put into the blender. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and spend the burst. Try to lock Tempest down in the corner, but it doesn't happen for long.
Okay. Ends up finding the overhead, going into the super as quick as possible to maximize damage, minimize time wasted, straight back into the ass whooping.
Ooh, and the far slash too far away though for the Behemoth to connect, but we just send the White Wild Assault. Bait out the DP2, no pickup afterwards. Cheerio, unfortunately, dropping a few of these scenarios, Proxy.
Oh, and I think we are plenty blocking here, absolutely. Tempest with that is going to send it in to match point.
And Cheerio didn't get a look at the burst there. Yep, almost at full burst, so we have another opportunity for that get out of jail free card. But how we spend it is going to prove life or death. Into the wall splat, hard knockdown coming through. Cheerio, not much life left in the tank.
Ooh, sneaks it with the low, ends up spending the burst here. You see that delay, trying to, with the screen pull, make sure they have to block that.
Absolutely. You don't want to just rush right on in, but rush in we do. JD is going to whiff and get punished. You're going to be alive for one more interaction. YRC gets blocked, and Tempest moves on to top 8 winners.
Wow, crucial decision-making in the end. The read on the defensive choice is beautiful from Tempest. Cheerio, after taking it to the limit, is still going to have one more chance, obviously, into the loser side of things. One match away from that top 8. Tempest taking their rightful throne on the winner's side.
And you said we have one more match away from that type 8, but we also have one more match left in the winner's side of the bracket here, Proxy. It is going to be TNS's own MFCR up against Big Leff.
Dude, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Once again, congratulations Tempest into that top 8. And like we said, going on to the grand finale of this one, I do believe MFCR, obviously another one of those heavy hitters, another one of those players that you see week in, week out, do the job, do the damn thing, looking amazing, a multiple-time DreamHack champion, as well as a top 8 placer at a multitude of tournaments all around the United States. Leffen's career speaks for itself. Nothing I could say could talk up this guy. Multiple-time EVO champion, absolutely incredible performer, genuinely. You can say whatever you want. I don't know why you would ever say bad things about him, but a generational talent.
What's the bowling guy? Love me or hate me, you watch me.
Yeah. Dude, Leffen is a generational talent, man. We are lucky to get to watch this guy play. I will say.
Yeah, I mean, hey, just the most recent EVO champion for Guilty Gear Strive as well, right?
And also in a very exclusive club of people to win EVOs for different games.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a very short list. I think it is single digits.
Yeah, incredibly short. It is hard to be super proficient in multiple games that are not just of your one line, right? Whether it be Tekken, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear,
yeah, well,
or
this guy,
Smash Brothers.
Just keeps on doing it though. But we'll see how he deals with MFCR. MFCR, as we've always said, cool, calm, and collected, the best DPs in the business.
You know what's funny is I have one bracket match against MFCR in the history of this game. Back when it first came out, I 2-0'd him, and I'm never going to fight him again.
Yeah, no.
Never again. I'm stopping while I'm on top.
Now you just DQ anytime he's in your way.
Exactly. I said, sorry, MFCR. You got to hold that one, all right?
Dude, I respect that. Yeah, hey, listen, man. It'd be like that sometimes.
But seeing him grow from that point, right?
Yeah, Jobber, you beating him is definitely what motivated him to become the player he is today.
Well, no, I'm just
so
saying,
glad you brought that.
It shows how much he has grown because there is no reason why he should be losing to me, bro. There is no reason.
Oh, my God.
So he went from that point to where now he is a world-class level talent.
That's how you know you're washed, is when you're like, remember that one time years ago, week 1 tournament?
Week 1?
I felt that. Me too, bro. That's how I beat too.
He was still playing Leo then. But that was Season 1 Axel, and he was different. All right.
fighting it out for what is potentially the final spot in the top 8. Losers still going to be playing out, but here for the winners, it's up to MFCR and Leffen. Right away, 2D finds the mark, and we burst for Leffen.
Yeah, I mean, you have to as Happy Chaos, right? The earlier you burst, the better. You cannot allow your opponent to build that momentum on you, but we just go for the double dash.
Ooh, JP, you know, just because. Just make sure that the wall break happens. Positive bonus is big for MFCR.
On the PRC, chasing up to the skies. Didn't want to go for the throw, but it's going to get the hit into the first round. Incredibly clean. Round 2 starts on the dash up 6P.
Yeah, there are a lot of buttons from Leffen that beat that there, but MFCR taking a gamble, and I definitely respect it.
Yeah, trying to run away with game number 1 here. Absolutely has the means to do it. Blocks the burst. This one's going to hurt.
You're dead. Oh, no drops actually, but the reset not going to matter there. Little Berserker Barrage finish him off 1-0 for MFCR by perfect.
Venezuelan reset.
That's what we're
Still able to close it out. I mean, that's the flag.
I respect it. Back to character select for Leffen. A little bit of a slowdown here. Switch up the music potentially.
Yeah, I think after that much of a one-sided game 1, you do go right back to character select, right? You can't just continue in the face of that. You got to slow things down.
ABBA? Are we I know he plays ABBA.
I think we're going to stick with Chaos.
I agree, but everyone's just making me nervous going to characters like that because I know all these players got deep pockets. Plus, I'm such a what-if guy.
Yeah, what if we get this? What if Leffen just pulled out the Slayer here?
Hey, I respect it. I mean, the Happy Chaos, though, this is tried and true, sticking with the gun. 1-0 in favor of MFCR, round start DP. How much more confident can you be?
All right, burst again, super early. We're seeing what's looking like a little bit of a rerun of the first game, but now Leffen interacting a little bit more here until we get hit by that mortal counter 2D.
Very consistently being able to find it to mark. A ton of damage off the table, about half his life taken away there from Leffen.
Oh, Goomba Stomp into the full pickup.
All comboed, but it's not going to matter here with the Wake Up Super. What an answer. Not quite enough to... Oh, my God. I forgot that does not scale the combo at all. Holy moly.
The very next hit chunked it.
Yeah.
Just, oh.
As soon as I saw the pillar, I was like, oh, my bad.
And now MFCR again trying to run away with this. Momentum's been crazy, baiting out the burst. He's locked in.
Wall break with the axe kick, 50 meters still available. MFCR is going to try and close the distance, says it with his chest with a 6P. MFCR on another perfect 2 games straight.
A double perfect here. Yeah, I think we're going to go back. No, we just rematch right on in. I thought we were going back to take one more breather here, one more reevaluation.
Going to stick with it, though. Gets the cross up. Good way to start.
Takes out the burst. This is huge now. Leffen finally able to get started. Goes through the hard knockdown, staying outside that DP range. Very smart indeed.
Starts back up. Here we go. Deus Ex.
And now Leffen trying to answer back with a perfect of his own proxy. Just needs to find that touch with the BRC mix. Goomba Stomp on your dome.
And a perfect in response, as you said. Round up for Leffen finally here, and he almost has burst now, so the next big interaction from MFCR is going to potentially be able to be broken up. Does spend the burst right when it comes back.
Oh my God, that Berserker slash. So good at just closing the gap. And we go into the barrage here. We weren't in back turn, so wasn't able to get the pizza cutter. Not as much damage, but the hard knockdown is what matters the most. With the JD and the backdash getting caught by the BRC. One more round here, set point for MFCR.
That felt like an execution error there on the JD, but it ends up working out beautifully. Guard point to the breakthrough.
Oh, and the whip on the JP on the way down. Nice frame kill.
JP out of there, gets the hit again. Full follow through on the shot. Enzo spending the burst.
2D RC, the classic, stays same side, doesn't go for the run through, but instead, Leffen gonna roll on through. Oh man, out of focus, and there's the DP. MFCR smelling blood in the water, trying to close the gap, but the 2D and the DP are gonna whiff. Leffen adding a point.
MFCR getting incredibly aggressive. Already an aggressive player, but goes to the 2D, sends the DP, throwing everything in the arsenal to close the distance. Ooh, Leffen with a big think. You know, considering his options here, played very good in that second game. Obviously leading off with a perfect.
All right, 2K, first blood here again, trying to bait out that burst. MFCR holding on to it for a little bit longer there.
Okay, finds the throw, goes straight into the take aim, gonna get the wall stick here and break just with the wild assault. Half that burst for the hard knockdown, well worth it.
Yeah, goes ahead and sets up both the scapegoat, and there we go. Huge punish on the whip DP. We just send the super. We want to close it out right away. Remember, the longer that they live, the more burst they get back.
Yeah. Take him out straight away. There we go. Full connection on the max distance here. It's going to get the hard knockdown. No, it's just going to let him unstick from the wall.
Yeah, but I don't even think MFCR was expecting that, right? Instead of unsticking forward to get away from the corner, we just went straight up.
Ooh, and just finds the low. Leffen with this slowdown has been looking absolutely efficient.
And after the wall break, this scenario of just setting up scapegoat and throwing the curse has been so effective.
Oh, another good stop sign, good interrupt.
Oh,
2D into the DP once again, whipping out. Leffen gonna punish it to the fullest extent, 2-2.
Game 5, Leffen trying to make this a reverse 3-0 sweep against MFCR. I mean, it's possible. We just saw the reverse 3-0 sweep with a boy. And starting off incredibly strong here, hard knockdown, but we are out of focus. Wake up throw here from MFCR. Immediately goes to the overhead. Nice block there from Leffen, and an even better escape from the corner, getting the burst out of MFCR in the process. And now it's MFCR who's looking a little lost here in neutral, right? The way that things have slowed down, we can't just bulldoze ahead.
Goes for the slump here, goes for the 2K 2D in response. Leffen breaks the wall and is starting to break down the confidence here. The reverse 3-0 might be a factor. Leffen is on set point.
Absolutely, and still has burst available, meaning that if MFCR gets any offense going, we're going to see it pop right away. Backdash. Now harassing with a back turn stance into the 2S. 5D connects. That took away a bit of the burst and is able to get the wall break with the axe kick.
50 meter for a wild assault. And good way to take aim. Taco lands on the same side though. Big stuff.
Deus Ex Machina, hard knockdown. This could be the last hurrah for MFCR's winner's side unless we can make something happen. DP hits its mark.
Oh, look for the 6P. Blocking the follow-up as well. Holding out for everything here. 50 meter, how do you spend it?
We gotta be careful. DP does hit, and the immediate burst. This is massive.
That's actually huge. Going into this last round with no burst is a big deal for Leffen.
MFCR, though, with the full gauge ready and available to go. Not gonna burst here on this interaction, though. Allowing Leffen to get close to the corner. We want him to spend as many resources as possible, right?
Oh, DP hits on the wrong side, tries to go for the run through, does manage to get the hit though.
Oh no, a little too early on the run through to the other side.
Beats something on reversal timing there. Leffen was looking to pull the trigger in some way, shape, or form. Good tech though.
Oh, the backdash there on the 2S. So clutch. Happy Cast cannot block when the gun is out. The overhead connects. Deus Ex Machina, refill your bullets.
And this has been that situation where Leffen has felt like he's checkmated over and over again. This curse into the scapegoat has been massive, but instead he turns up the heat. He gets aggressive. It's going to be enough. Deus Ex!
That was a hell of a turnaround there. Because, like you mentioned, the constant scapegoat into the curse. MFCR woke up expecting to be aggressive and was not expecting the low to come through from Leffen.
Dude, what a change up in the pace. World-class stuff. Leffen onto the winner's side. MFCR down to the losers, but still an opportunity to make it into that top 8.
Yep, that top 8 is going to be incredible, and it will be coming up very soon. You said 7 p.m., I believe.
I do believe 7 p.m. in the arena is when we're going to be finishing up Guilty
Gear.
Gear.
The CEO Gaming channel. But here, after this, on Funky P, we are going to be running it through with some King of Fighters 15 top 8. So make sure to check that out as well. But until then, Proxy, that was a lot of fun, and we will see you all later.
Time to set sail!
City of the Wolves.